on.
I think I caught that, but so now I have something to edit somewhere.
I mean, I just say,
but
I love that meme. Oh my god.
But yeah, welcome to the third episode, guys. It's long overdue. What was our last one? Like, what, September?
A long time ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 months ago, and we really have a lot of information. So I'm not saying speed run, but this is somewhat of a speed run because we have so many other stuff, especially since the holidays are coming. And I know more things are gonna fucking come out.
That comment. It's not a speed run, but we're rushing everything.
Yeah, it's not a speed run. But it's somewhat of a speed run. But fuck. What do you guys even want to start? Do you want to start with Sony, Microsoft?
Oh yeah, we'll go in order, like we always do.
Okay.
Sony, yeah.
All right.
Which
so,
one's first? Sony, right?
Yeah. So let's get the boring stuff out of the way. Sony.
Oh.
All right,
Yo.
people hate. Ever since the podcast, people are like, "Why do you hate Sony so much?" I'm like, I don't. It's just their turn because they suck right now.
Yeah.
So pretty much
They'll come back.
Yeah, so pretty much right now, let's go over his good news first. So I'm gonna go to the third one in Sony. So Marvel Wolverine will release in 2023. I'm not sure if they actually came out with a month for it specifically. All I know is what was I doing? I think it was an ad, and it was basically saying okay, it will come out in 2023. They're saying I know it's being directed by the guys that did I think Miles Morales. But they said it's going to be in 2023. They didn't say a month. But the fact that it's coming out next year. Alex, you have a PS5 now.
Yes, I have found a PS5 last month, my guys.
Since you're so rich.
I'm bored.
Do you is that something you're grabbing day one?
Yeah. No, seriously. I really wanted to grab Wolverine. When I first saw it announced, I'm like, oh my god, yes. That looks so awesome. You know, we could bash on it, bro, but if they got that first party exclusivity, man, I gotta see what they gotta go. Just because I'm done with Sony doesn't mean I want to be done with the exclusives.
No,
why would I? Like, I don't have to pay to play online. I got the PC. We got the free online games. And you know, the number one thing people complain is hackers. I have yet to encounter a DVD hacker. I'm mad.
I don't care what anyone says. I think I encountered more cheaters on console. I'm not saying there's more cheaters on console, but I've experienced way more cheaters on console.
But yeah, that Wolverine trailer, that still lives in my head rent free. Rent free. I want that. I wanted to pick up that, you know, God of War. But, you know, I'm poor. So.
What about you, Donald? Does that make you want to race to get a PS5? Because it's only on PS5. I looked it up. It's not on PC. It's not on PS4. It's this PS5 exclusive.
Nah. I need gameplay. I need to see gameplay for.
I just see gameplay. I mean, it's the same people that are making Miles Morales. Do you think it's actually?
It's Zombiac.
I mean, without a doubt, I think it's gonna look good, but you know, gameplay matters. I don't care how.
I think this is gonna be great. I hope it's for an adult.
No, I hope I can just put my blades into someone's chest, split them sideways.
Because what was the last Wolverine game? X-Men Origins? I liked that one for PS2 and PS3.
When he was just going around killing people in the jungle shirtless.
Yeah.
Ah!
So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was a pretty good game.
That's good. That's good.
Right.
But yeah, okay. So.
Why do you hate Sony?
Yeah. So. Thank you. So this was another thing. So Sony came out, I think it was about a month ago, and they said they did not want to do a showcase, because something about their sales. Hold on. Yeah, Sony didn't want to do a showcase because basically they didn't want to do a showcase because it would prove. Yeah, Sony may cancel its PlayStation showcase because of Microsoft. Which did they do a showcase? I don't remember them doing a showcase.
I don't think.
Nope, yeah. I didn't see any article.
I didn't
see any video.
Yeah, so basically, Sony may not host its annual PlayStation Showcase because it believes it could strengthen Microsoft's case against the regulators. So basically, Sony canceled a whole fucking showcase, so they look weak. That way, Microsoft doesn't get that fucking deal done. Because before we even head into that, I just want you guys to know they haven't the EU, which is one of the people that you know, people get to decide, you know, okay, is this good for good for the community? Is this good for the gaming industry? Is this anti-competitive? A lot of people like Brazil and all them said yes. I think they're saying China might say no. But the EU is the one that's looking at it and basically like indecisive on it, and they don't know what to do with it. So they have until March next year to think about it or to choose. So they basically, Sony didn't do a showcase, guys, because they didn't want Microsoft to look strong. And they didn't want that to support their fucking theory. Oh, Sony looks pretty good. Maybe Microsoft actually needs this. Okay, so they didn't do the showcase just to show like, hey guys, we look weak, you know. So they can't have Activision, bro. That would just be cheating. So Don, what do you think of that? Do you think that's pretty anti-gamer? Or do you think that's good?
I think it's bad, man. Bad. They look weak. They ain't got no games. They ain't got shit to show. I mean, and the fact that they fucking canceled kind of says a lot too, any fucking way. So it's like it's a lose-lose situation for them either way.
Also, kind of shows, do they really have anything to show anyone? Like, let's be honest. What were they gonna show? I think they. I think they use that as an excuse. I think it was two things. I think one, they didn't want Microsoft to like have any upper hand. But not only that, what the fuck were they gonna show?
You're right. Well, what the fuck were they gonna show? What fucking Final Fantasy Crisis Core that's coming out next month?
That's not even for them. That's for everyone. We get Crisis Core.
Oh, this for every.
Yeah.
Crisis Core is for everyone. Part 2 for Final Fantasy 7 is for PlayStation 5 only. And PC.
Oh yeah.
So I can play Crisis Core on my Xbox.
Yeah, Alex, do you think that was a good thing?
I think it's scummy. Only because one, same problem that we're having with a lot of these companies is that they're holding on to these IPs and doing nothing with them, not making great games with these old nostalgic IPs that we all grew and loved. Like, when's the last time we've seen a actual brand new Jak and Daxter? They be sleeping on that shit. Sly Cooper. Bro, I love that one post you showed me where the person was just like, you guys are complaining about Call of Duty, but you guys own Red Faction, Killzone, all these other FPS shooters. And I'm like, dude, I forgot about those FPS shooters.
Resistance, Killzone, SOCOM. I know that's not a first person, but you get what I mean. It's another shooter.
No, it's a shooter, yeah.
You had all of these IPs, but you're mad at Call of Duty because you want the easy way out? Alright. Like people were saying, what? Call of Duty's not profitable anymore. It's losing money. They lost a lot of their fan base last year, but people twist and they bend the narrative when they want. Call of Duty's a juggernaut. It'll make money, whenever. No, it will always make money. Microsoft wants to sell them. Oh no, bruh! No! Anti-competition. Literally, that's what they do. That's literally what they do. People just twist and bend the narrative whenever the fuck they want. But if it was Sony, this is why they're the GOAT, bruh. The Kratos, Nathan Drake, Horizon boring, love it.
Horizon.
But yeah, so but well, since we're talking about Sony, I might as well just throw this out there since it has something to do with Sony. It was like in our has to do with it was part of the bottom list. So there was a Silent Hill showcase because it's theirs.
Oh right.
Yeah, because it is theirs. Because Sony is the only one that can have exclusives. So there was a Silent Hill showcase. So Konami came out in the fog, within the fog. Literally, that's what it was. Yeah, they were literally. So they came out and they said, remake for 2, fuck 1. And they have about 4 other Silent Hills coming out, right? Somewhere around there, like 3. So basically what Silent Hill 5 is gonna come. Silent Hill 5 is gonna come. There's Silent Hill 2, the remake. And there was like 2 more. One with Behavior, or something like that they were doing. Yeah, every upcoming Silent Hill project. Yeah, there was Silent Hill Extension offers. Silent Hill Extension offers a different experience. Ascension. And then F, which is 5, and that's going to be placed in Japan. So, I actually have high hopes for that one. Not going to lie. And then they have Return to Silent Hill. And then they have Silent Hill Townfall. And then they have the remake for 2. So they have many of them. So Silent Hill Townfall was unveiled with a trailer that didn't actually tell the audience much. It's designed to be deeply unsettling and creepy. It gives just enough interest. But that was the main complaint with a lot of people. Like, a lot of trailers didn't tell anybody anything other than Silent Hill 5 or Silent Hill 2, the remake. Because obviously, what the fuck do you have to say about the remake?
Right.
Gaming.
Right. And so, Alex, were you excited? Were you disappointed? when you actually saw the trailer? I mean, we were together playing Fortnite, but after like a month after, what do you feel?
After all this time thinking about it, I want to play Silent Hill again. This is the first time we're getting some good Silent Hill content, and I know, like, you got to think about it. The Silent Hill fandom and the Resident Evil fandom.
And I'm sorry. They also announced a whole bunch of fucking merch.
Oh yeah, don't fuck that. All right, so back to real gaming news. Yeah, kind of like the Resident Evil Silent Hill fan. We Resident Evil fans, you know, we're getting spoiled. Like we're being treated. Actually, you know, can we add RE-verse to the bottom of the list? Because I got a few things to say about that beta.
We'll do that at the showcase.
Yeah. So I just think it's more fucked up because, again, they like to complain about Xbox doing these things, but they went out of their way to make Silent Hill a beloved psychological horror thriller, PS5 exclusive. I'm pretty sure it's on PC as well, but that's whatever. But again, you prevented players from playing the game, kind of like what you did with Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
A lot of people were mad because you bought out Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
And now Xbox is trying to go out of their way and be like, hey, we're just going to own these. We'll give you some of these. Like, they're not trying to stop us from playing Overwatch. They're not trying to stop. Hell, they're not even trying to stop people from playing Call of Duty. How many times did they say it? They're gonna extend the contract for Call of Duty, but they took Skyrim away from them. The Elder Scrolls. They're making that new one only for Xbox. So Sony complaining, doing all this backlash. Like, no, fuck you guys. We bought Final Fantasy and Silent Hill rights. You gotta buy our console. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just like, hey man, I'm all for gaming, but don't limit it, bro. Especially with like a single player. No, I'm just saying, especially for like a single player, let people just enjoy it wherever they want to play it at, man. Like, no one should get one thing and be like, you're stuck. That's it. Done till finito. All right, Don, you can go. My bad.
Does that excite? Did you ever play Silent Hill growing up?
I don't know. I don't know shit about Silent Hill.
Well, it gets foggy, and you start to get scary because you are a little depressy. But that's about it.
Now there's a plate of spaghetti in front of you. But
he has a triangle head.
But yeah. So does this put? Do you plan on getting this, or at least trying it once it comes out?
I don't care for Silent Hill.
Yeah,
Silent Hill is so
I'm not saying you don't get scary, but I don't think that's on your top priority.
It is. It's not. If the gameplay looks good, I will consider getting it.
Dude, I was like a Silent Hill maniac when I was a kid trying to understand the lore. Like, I actually do like what goes down in Silent Hill. From what I remember, people can quote me on this. I think Silent Hill is like, once you're brought there, you're being shown the problems that you face mentally. Like every emotion and problem. So all the monsters you face are vivid memories of like trauma, the emotional abuse, anything that you've dealt with in your past or guilt, it becomes a physical form that you have to fight against. So the whole gimmick is that you need to either make amends with yourself and change for the better, or, accept your downfall and your consequences for your actions, or you deny who you are, deny everything, and die in Silent Hill. I think that was the gimmick. That's why when there's children in Silent Hill, and you lose track of them, is because the kids don't see the fog in Silent Hill. Because they're children, their minds are very innocent. They don't get plagued by the darkness that it's dwelling in Silent Hill. So that's why children in Silent Hill roam around freely. It's clear. They can see everything. But adults, fuck. That shit is wild. Yeah, they've seen some shit. That's why it's hard for them to see. It's foggy. Clouded their minds because it's all in your head, I guess. I don't know if it has a physical location, but if Silent Hill is real, it's in Ohio, without a doubt.
Oh my god.
Ohio. Yo, the Ohio is everywhere, bro. Man. Come on, bro.
It's always just Florida, Ohio.
Florida, Ohio.
Next.
Nah, bro. Utah needs to be a meme, bro, because nobody talks about Utah at all.
Yeah.
What goes down in Utah, y'all? Tell me, people from Utah. What goes down? They rob me?
Also, but speaking of PC, if we want to talk about it, this is also on the Sony side.
Okay.
Players can now link their PS Network and Steam accounts together. So now it looks like they always had a plan with PC, but it looks like now they're heading towards more of a PC friendlier type of thing. which is something I've said before, and a lot
No.
of people, especially in the Sony Discord, try to get into an argument with me saying they would never do that. They never do that, like how Microsoft did. Look what they're doing right now. They're obviously, because their plan is anyway, from what I've read, they want to get a Steam or a PC launcher in PlayStation in general. So when you download it, you can link your shit, and then you can cross-buy and cross-download, and you'll still have your data.
So wait, will this go for previous games I already own?
I don't know.
Oh, please, man.
Probably
Knowing
not.
Sony, probably
No,
not.
I'm sorry. I'm stretching. Sorry to believe that Sony wouldn't be anti-consumer for 5 seconds, but I try to warn you guys.
Right. Right, see, the first game that allows players to do this is Marvel's Spider-Man, which today received a patch with added feature evidence. Planned on connectivity between the PlayStation Network and PC versions of Sony games was discovered earlier this year, but it's only become official with today's update. A new registration page on PlayStation website, which allows players to make the connection between their accounts, is also now live. Link your Steam account to PlayStation Network to receive unlocks. In this, you will also receive the latest news, updates, blah, 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 blah.
News.
Yeah, so pretty much it looks like this is going to be for, Sony's 6th PC title, Spider-Man Remastered, was in August. It will be followed by PC ports as Miles Morales, Sackboy: A Big Adventure, and Uncharted Lost Legacy. The traditionally console-focused company expects half of its annual releases to be on PC and mobile by 2025. So, with that being said, of course they have to do this because they know they are not surviving and not making enough money, and they got a sweet deal with PC.
Yeah.
And also, not only that, this kind of triggers more into that. This kind of focuses more into that, but PlayStation also is investing more into mobile as well. Kind of what me and you were talking about, Don, earlier. That I remember when you said that that's really going to be profitable. And I'm saying it somewhat is because mobile is actually pretty big when it comes to gaming as well. When you look at even something like Call of Duty, you'd be amazed how many people actually play Call of Duty on the fucking phone.
Yeah, man.
And
Call of Duty.
And also that Mario Kart game, even though I think you could.
Oh, that Mario Kart. I think later on you could actually face real people, but for that first week when people are like, yo, I'm dogging people, bro, like all these players are ass, that's when they found out it was AI, and I had to tell Jose, and he looked so disappointed in his face. He's like, I'm not beating motherfuckers. No, you're buns. You're buns, my guy. You're buns. What you whispering over there, bro? You gossiping, bro. You talking about me? Like, wait till the stream ends.
But not also that it was But they also said, but traditional single-player games, like God of War, Horizon, and all that, it won't be forgotten. Basically, to let people know that, hey, we're not forgetting about this. We're not gonna let go of this. We're doing this as well. We're focusing on PC and mobile because, again, they knew that this wasn't gonna last. This whole exclusive mindset that PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo just have it. That's dead, or it's becoming dead. And that's good because we all should be able to play what the fuck we want on any platform, and not only that, we should all be able to play with each other at the same time in that game, or cross over whenever time we like with cross progression.
Let cross-play rise.
Exactly, and that's something that's right, and that's something that's good. This is something that's amazing, and I hope it continues to prosper. And I'm glad they're doing this.
Also,
whoever said Sony would never do that, go fuck yourself.
If you notice, if your game if your game is multiplayer and it doesn't have cross-play, you pretty much killed your multiplayer.
Yeah,
you've killed your multiplayer, bro. We can talk about some shitty games afterwards, but let's keep moving on with the Sony thing. But I am pleased to say that a lot of people I know are planning on dropping Sony from their main primary console. They're trying to move to Xbox or PC. I know one person that's been a PlayStation head for just as long as I am, thinking about just getting a Steam Deck and just switching to that as the main console.
Steam Deck.
Yeah, man. So I'm like, go for it. Sony, you don't deserve the money until you earn it. And again, you'll earn it with your exclusive single players. Exactly. What's your multiplayer doing?
By the way, if you're thinking about switching to Xbox Series S gets $50 cheaper for Black Friday. If you're going for it.
Oh yeah, if you're getting look at that. And I don't know if you guys remembered, but Sony raised the prices everywhere else around the world. And again, it didn't affect us, but it does affect every other person on Sony around the world.
Yeah, which is weird because originally PlayStation is bigger in Japan, but also for a bit Microsoft was actually leading in Japan. Of course, that didn't last forever because of Sony. I mean,
Yeah.
Sony Japan, duh. But no, what do you think, Donald? Do you think it's good that they're focusing on the mobile PC? Do you see they plan on having all their games, cross played with each other in PC and mobile, well, PC by 2025? So do you see that as like a step in the right direction for them?
Nah. I don't think it's the right step for them.
Why not?
They like because they got a lot of other things they can really work on that really need some serious help. Focusing on mobile,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you guys can do that at a later date.
Okay.
Focus on your real big problem. That's just
Would
me.
you say one of their bigger problems though is necessarily that you can't play their games anywhere else?
Mm.
This isn't me saying you're
Yeah.
wrong. I'm just.
No. I'm done. I'm really thinking
Yeah.
about it because this is very thought provoking. So I'm actually thinking about that before I decide to answer.
I think
But nah,
the real problem
so yes.
is the fact that what is there to play on the PlayStation 5?
He's also right as well. Like, say, even if you. And then that goes into what Donald's saying. Yeah, what is there to fucking play? So even if you had no exclusiveness and you had everything on PC, what am I playing for PlayStation then?
Yeah, because I just found Returnal for $30 2 days ago.
Insane.
I
Still
have not.
insane, by the way.
Yeah, huh?
Send me it.
Returnal.
Yeah, send me it.
Oh, you want the link? Yeah, I got you. I got it from GameStop. I went in there. The pre-owned was like 50, but the new was on sale for 30.
Insane. Doesn't make any sense to me, but
I don't.
Baby.
But back then, GameStop employees would recommend you get the pre-owned and never mention that the
Yeah,
new
they
game's
would.
on
It's
sale.
just now.
They,
Since, you know,
they used to do that.
yeah,
it used to be a very big problem at GameStop where they'll pretend that they don't have the new product and try to push you to get the pre-owned. But I don't think anyone gives a fuck anymore. I mean, GameStop's plummeting in sales.
That's
anyway.
why. So they probably need that.
Yeah. They don't
Yeah,
even have people existing in the first place.
Do
My
you think
bad.
this is a good thing though, Alex? That they're pushing into other platforms such as
Yes.
mobile systems?
Yes, Sony needs to stop being very gatekeeping around gaming. They are very, very weird when it comes to like other people like crossing over to play with other friends. They're like, whoa, remember how trippy it was to even try to play with someone with Rocket League? I remember I used to be so interested in watching Rocket League because they were like, oh, we're playing with PC players. I'm like, how? How do you even add each other? How do you guys communicate? Like, how does this work? Like, my mind was blown by the idea that you're playing with other consoles. That's how fucking closed off we were to everyone else. PC, they probably seen that shit a little bit more sooner than anyone else.
Sure.
But god damn, son, crossplay is just such an amazing feature. It really changed the way gaming works. Literally anyone, anywhere, any gen, when it comes to certain games, can just get up and play together. Like Fortnite is the prime example of how a game should be played and how come they keep winning when it comes to making money for their multiplayer.
No, I shouldn't play with PC players. No, I'm not playing with PC players. Switch players only.
Okay, shut up. So, yeah, and the downside to crossplays is like, hey, I want to beat some Switch players to exploit some shit. No one on Switch has crossplay.
So you go to the Switch real quick.
I tried to cheat. I ain't gonna lie. I tried to jump into Overwatch Switch and be like, let me play rank. I have the PC mindset going into the Switch version. Ain't no one in that lobby. If they play with, and I'm like, what kind of madman goes on the Switch, grabs the Joy-Con or Pro controller and be like, let's go to rank. And kudos for you if you do.
I'm trying to rhyme.
Goddamn, I'm trying to win. It's like, I ain't doing that shit. I even tried to look for someone 1v1. I couldn't find a Switch player in 1v1. It was hilarious, dog.
But let's talk about Sony's losses real quick. So Uncharted lost Legacy of Thieves. It came out on the PC and it was the lowest PS game on Steam to debut. Like, it had the lowest buys, the lowest sales. And I know that isn't such a big deal, but that kind of hits the nail on the head. Not necessarily with Sony. Well, so you can say somewhat with Sony, but also with something like Uncharted. Because Uncharted, they kind of beat people over the head with Uncharted. Like, for example, okay, you made Uncharted 1, 2, 3, 4. Some for PlayStation 3 and also for PS4. But then also, you can move it to PS5. It seems like they're kind of trying to beat you on the head with it, like, oh, look, Uncharted. Oh, look, Uncharted. Oh, look, Uncharted. That basically a lot of people just aren't interested in this anymore. And also, not only did that happen, but PlayStation lost 2 million subs on their fucking PS Plus, on their Game Pass. So I don't know if this was over the year. I don't think it was over the year, or it could have been. But they lost 2 million players. Yeah, PlayStation Plus has lost 2 million subscribers since Sony relaunched the game streaming service with the total makeover in June. According to the latest earning report Sony released on Tuesday, this was on November 1st, by the way. Sony released on Tuesday, the number of people subscribed to PS Plus fell from 47.3 to 45.4 million in Q2, ending in September 30th. So in quarter 2, they lost 2 million people. Now, they did make they were up in revenue, but I think that's due to like God of War and all of that, and also they have some PS5s coming out. Even Alex was able to find something. So they are up in revenue. So there is some positives going into it. But that's a scary sight, that the fact that in quarter 2, just quarter 2 alone, you lost 2 million players from your sub thing.
My thing is, it shouldn't have taken me like all these years to find a goddamn PS5. It shouldn't have taken this long. No, that 2 million sub loss, I think it's really just because of the fact that like the PlayStation Plus like essential pack is literally just, hey, you play online. The extras when you get the little like other games like the PS4, PS5 games in your library, and then the premium was the PS. The fact that you got to pay $120 a year to play Tekken 2 is ridiculous. It's crazy, and you can't even buy it. This is the biggest flaw with Sony and why people are leaving. The backwards compatibility sucks ass. No one should have to pay $120 a year to play a selected amount of old games. I should be able to log into my PS5 and download every game I purchased on the PS3 10 years ago. But I can't. Why can't I? That's the biggest issue. Why can't I? Because like a lot of people are just saying, oh, just buy the console to play it. I should be able to play a game I bought in 2012 in the year 2043. If I wanted to, on the latest gen console, if it's from the same company, you know? That's why PC is so superior. Like I don't have to get Steam 2. The PC 117. Like we get one platform, you just gotta update it. That's it. You're done. You're good. I don't. That's the part that scared me when the PS4 was even first announced. I'm like, what happens to the PS3 now? Like, do we lose the internet and never be able to log in and re-download the games we purchased? Because now you're killing off the purpose of downloads. Like, I'm only going to be able to play this for 10 years, 10, 20 years. Now it's like, oh, you can't download it. And then people are like, well, it doesn't matter because it's 20 years old. Why do you want to play it? I'm like, because it's a game. And then you're saying it now to all the old games from the N64 era. But like, what about games right now? Like, what if God of War Ragnarok right now, that game everyone's loving right now, 20 years later, you want to go back and play that game in front of your kid, and you're just like, man, I'm going to show you a game I played when I was your age. You can't, because it's 20 years old. Now it's considered retro. Now you can't get it on the latest gen console. You can't download it. You're fucked. That's the biggest flaw with Sony. If they just focus on backwards compatibility, they can save themselves. That's the reason why we left most of our. Why can't we play Saint Rose 2 online? And servers are down.
Sorry to cut you off. And the thing about it is, I think people tend to forget, because I know there'll be a lot of younger people, or even people our age, like in the 20s. You know, why is that such a big deal? Why is that a big deal? Why would anyone want to play older games? You guys got to remember something, and I did check this a month ago, so I'm sure it didn't change over a month. The average gamer is a male, and the average gamer is 35 years old. Do you think a lot of 35-year-olds are constantly grabbing the newest fucking games every fucking week or every month? No. The average gamer is most likely playing the older fucking games, and that's usually how they are. I want to play my Super Nintendo. Play Mario World. This is shit. A lot of, especially since older gamers now, they like playing older games. They like playing the retro games. So that's why keeping your retro games are so fucking important. And that's why something like Sony didn't understand. Because even one of the executives in an article said, you know, why would anyone want to play these older games? Well, that's fucking why. And that's why something like Xbox Game Pass is so successful. You have all these old fucking old games like Saints Row 2, the Tekken 6, that still have the servers up, and you can also play them. Something like Kane and Lynch 1 and 2. So you literally have all these older games that work, and also you have the new games that come out brand new right now. You can play it right now if you wanted to. Like same like Starfield that's gonna come out. So keeping your retro games is just as important. You don't want to fuck people later after you just bought this, and now I can't play it on the newest console, the newest platform, because you made it to where I can't, and you fucked me over on it. And now if that, you'll make a remaster that I have to buy it again on. So you're fucking everybody else over. That's not a good thing, and that's how you lose a lot of money. And that's why they kept the PS3 store, because they knew they had no choice. And they knew they had to keep it, because many people were threatening them with it. It was the Vita store and the PS3 store, right? Or was it just the PS3 store? Was it the PS3 store? Can you guys hear me?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, oh, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah, oh, I think Alex said hold on. But it was the PS3 store that had that they were trying to get rid of, and many people complained about it. And when they complained about it, finally they said, "Fuck." Okay.
Oh,
when
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Was
when
it
I heard
also the
that.
Vita collection? Was it the Vita
Yes,
store as well?
everything.
Okay, it was.
Vita, PlayStation 3. I was pissed because I'm like, so why the fuck would you try to close that off if we can't download it anywhere else? You know, you'll boost the rarity of PS3 and Vita games by hundreds of percents. It's gonna raise up in value. It's gonna be hard to even pick up Catherine for the PS3.
Yeah, exactly.
4 million.
And that's a
Like,
classic.
ridiculous.
You get mad at fucking emulators and emulations and people pirating the
But
game.
you push people to do that.
You don't have anywhere to play it. People want to play old games. I can't turn on my PS5 right now and be like, let's play Raccoon City, without paying for the subscription, because it was actually one of the selected games of the Raccoon in the PlayStation Plus Premium. But still, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to do that. I own the game. I bought it.
Yeah.
I bought it. Let me download the game I bought. They're like, no. Why are we losing subs? Because you're dumb. You make dumb business decisions.
Sure enough, man.
I'm only here for the first parties. And you don't even do that right. How come someone can't just be like, I'm going to get the PS4 version and upgrade it? Why are you charging people the whole game again now? That's dumb. That's stupid. It's just terrible. And a lot of people are just going to buy the PS4 version because they can't get the next gen. And then when they do, it's just like, oh, I can now upgrade. You can't. You got to pay for certain amount of games. Like, thank God for the games that give you the free upgrade, but fuck. The games that don't? Ghost of Tsushima, you got to pay for that. And I bought the DLC on the PS4. Why the fuck do I have to pay for it again? That's stupid. So,
shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Do you think that's a step in the right direction, Don? That this is what they're Do you think basically a step in the right direction in the sense where do you think they should start working on their fucking Game Pass instead of trying to say Microsoft is kind of good?
Wrong. Microsoft OP.
That's
Monopoly.
I think they need to work on that Game Pass, man. It's garbage. It's really garbage. If you lost that many people solely because of that service, there's something wrong with your Game Pass. I think you should take a look at it. You know?
No, yeah.
It's like it's like having an infestation. Find the root of the problem, weed it out, kill it, make it better. That's all you got to do.
No, yeah, I agree. All right, Sony, we got one more, and it's actually positive. So
nice.
Ragnarok came out.
All right, I'm out.
So, Donald, I'm actually gonna let you go first on that. What's your first impressions? What do you think of the game so far? Neither of us beat it yet. I'm close to the ending. I know it.
Yeah, I'm like in the middle. First of all, it's smooth. It's a little step up from the last one. It's really smooth. I like it. It kind of makes me feel like I'm playing the PS5 version just a little bit, although I could be exaggerating, which I'm pretty sure I am.
I know you're playing on the PS4. Have you experienced any frame rate issues, anything like that?
No.
Okay. So it's been
and none at all.
Okay.
Yeah, it really has.
All right. That's all I wanted to ask. So yeah, you can go.
Man, although it's the same game for the most part, it's really fun. It's great. I like the story. What's what I'm looking for?
Like you.
I'm really in tune with the story. Like I find myself really talking out loud to myself as the dialogue is going on. Like I'm really that into the game. Like it's been a while since I've been into a game like that. Like since Elden Ring. Like
The characters have a way of sucking you in, making you feel like you're actually in the game and you can relate to these characters.
yeah. For the
That's
most
the best feeling in a game, I'll tell you.
No, it really is.
yeah, it really is. Like man, it's good. Like it's really good.
Nothing says a game is good than you sweating over the fact that this character might die at any given moment. You're like, oh my god, if he dies, I'm gonna not play. I'm not playing.
Especially, this is a bit of a spoiler, not really. Them beating over the head with you that Kratos might die is nerve-wracking because I love Kratos because he's been there since the PS2 era, and God of War is a big franchise. So the fact that the main character will actually finally die, while that's like a peaceful thing, because man, you've been alive for a long time, maybe you deserve some peace. You still don't want the character to die.
Look, if he dies, I don't care, man. You know, they got plenty of great characters to keep the story going.
Yeah, man, Mimir clutches that arm. Fire.
Mimir, I love that guy. But yeah, game's really smooth. I love it. The dialogue, the characters, the story is really great. The combat, I like it. It's a lot better than the last combat system that they had. And what 2018 God of War.
Yep, 2018.
Would you say it's much different from 2018 though? The combat?
Oh, it's not that much different,
Yeah.
but you know, there's certain things in there that I honestly cannot remember off the top of my head, but you know, the feeling I have in my body, I'm happy with it because it's like it's not the same for the most part. It's a little smoother, it's different. What else, man? God damn it. Man, it's just a good game. It's a good game. Man.
No, I agree. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go on. You good, man. I'm gonna say it's just a good game.
No, yeah. Oh, actually, before I turn it over to myself, game of the year.
But yeah. Actually, no.
I would still say Elden Ring. I didn't even play Elden Ring. Elden Ring is just a very nice experience that I've heard a lot of people who don't even play Souls game being that first Souls game they're getting into and actually enjoying it. It's kind of rare. It is rare. Man. I was actually surprised by that. But no, I just think it's the only one that has it requires more buttons. Like God of War is the best movie. It's like
well, it is a big story game, so it's a big story.
It's like I like sitting down and watching it. That's like it's kind of like how much I like. It's like how much I like Sora's Wrath. The game's literally you're there for the cutscenes. You're not there for the gameplay. But at least God of War has good gameplay that makes you feel compelled.
Really good gameplay. Something that Sony does, I always complimented them on. Their exclusives, they make it good to where it's a mixed combination, but they do it good to the point where you have enough movie, or you have enough gameplay to keep you going. That's why Uncharted was so good. Or like many times when they threw out Uncharted 4, most of Uncharted gameplay is you fucking climbing, which I can't fucking stand. But they mix it up so much with the dialogue, the characters, and the cutscenes to the point you don't even fucking notice it because they mix it in so well. It's like, okay, I'll shoot this person, climb, cutscene, climb, puzzle, shoot, climb. So they mix it in well to where it's there, but it's not boom, 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 boom in your face all the fucking time. And that's what I like about God of War. The mix of it is really good. Listen, will I always prefer the original God of War trilogy? Or even like, you know, Ascension or Chains of Olympus. Will I always prefer that gameplay? Yes. I've always preferred that type of hack and slash gameplay, like Bayonetta, like Devil May Cry, those type of fighting or hack and slash games. Not fighting games. Hack and slash games I've always loved.
Action brawler.
Yeah. I always preferred like Devil May Cry.
Oh, I'm dumb as fuck. I was trying to say like a troll thing, and I actually said what it was. I was just saying, yeah, fighting game combo. I said action brawler, and I'm like, no, that's really it.
But... Yeah, no, yeah,
Turn-based strategy.
Fuck.
There we go. Okay.
But yeah, that type of gameplay is really good, and I love it, and I actually really love the fact.
No. Wait,
I'm
can you
gonna
imagine? Zeus! It's my turn! 2 steps. Go! Alright, my bad.
Go.
But this
God,
gameplay is still
my
really good. I just prefer the trilogy, but this gameplay is still really fucking good, and it is somewhat it's if it ain't broke, don't fix it, kind of like the 2018 gameplay with some added implements into it. But
Right.
and also being able to play with Atreus, because after a while you do get sick of playing Kratos, because you know he has the same weapons as the 2018 God of War. So it's like, well, I've already used all of these, you know what I mean? I kind of want to do something else. So Atreus blends in there so well, so that way you get to mix it. Do I still always prefer Kratos? Yeah, because of my fighting style. I'm a brute. I like to get in there.
I do damage. I'm not a Hanzo main. I am
Yeah, Spartan Rage. I'm fucking and I'm
Reinhardt with no shield. What you talking about?
Right, but fucking literally. So I get in there. With Atreus, it's it's good mix of gameplay. I love the story. I love where it's going. So, but this is basically going through to the ending. So far, the game is good. I give it a good 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10. It's good. Game of the year? No, it has to be Elden Ring.
It's a contender.
It's a contender, but yeah.
And he ain't beating Elden Ring. I don't
That's
care what
what I
nobody say. I'm biased. I don't give a fuck.
Right, Elden Ring is
Still
literally,
winning.
it's not a stepping stone, but meaning, even with Soul-like games coming out still, they're still amazing, and not only that, you still can up yourself. Like, how could you get better after Dark Souls? Or Sekiro. Boom! Elden Ring. It's like they keep one-upping themselves, which is really good. So the
Right.
fact that you have something like that, and also, if you wouldn't have Soul-like games, you probably wouldn't have something like, I don't know, Breath of the Wild, which took a lot of shit like fucking Soul-like games, and they put it into fucking Link. Or Zelda, whatever the fuck you want to call the fucking game. You're Link. Okay?
Right.
So, but no, yeah, I like the game. Elden Ring's obviously the game of the year. But even if it doesn't win game of the year, no one takes the Game Award seriously. I just say it in general. It should be game of the year. But
I think this might be the
but speaking of games, we're gonna continue rolling into games, because that Microsoft deal thing is kind of the dick and balls of the podcast. It's the bulk of it. So pretty much, I'm gonna take this one real quick, guys.
Okay.
So I beat Gotham Knights,
Alright.
and boy, is that game fucking not only mid, but that frame rate is not mid. It's low. So, Gotham Knights came out, and it was shown by Warner Bros. Montreal. Warner Bros. Montreal did make it, but max Gotham Knights ran at a 30 frames per second. Now, I don't know about you guys, but unless I'm playing on the Super Nintendo, and even then, I don't expect my fucking new-gen game to run at 30 frames. And most of the time, it doesn't run at 30 frames. It runs at 15.
Oh.
So if you like the school slideshow or school slideshows and all that, the projector meetings, then you're gonna fucking love this game, because that most of the time that's what it is. Especially if you're playing with someone, because I played with my friend Hunter, and man oh man, when we were flying or we were on the bike, yo Leon, you're fucking lagging. I'm not lagging. We're in the same house. Just this game sucks. Let me talk about some positives then before I shit on it a bit more. The story is actually pretty good. So the story is, if I do say some spoilers, I apologize, but that's the warning. So basically, Batman does die in this universe. He dies by Ra's al Ghul, and you're trying to find out why that happened. Why did Rage finally do it? So you play as the Bat family, which is Jason Todd, Red Hood, Tim Drake, Robin, Batgirl, Barbara Gordon, and Nightwing, Dick Grayson. So, you're basically looking after Gotham now. You have something called the Belfry, which is pretty much the Batcave. They move, because the Batcave pretty much exploded. And Alfred is still there, and you guys are pretty much forming as a team, remembering Batman, what he taught you, and how to live. How to live with it. Not only that, how you're going to continue. So, the combat system, I like that everyone somewhat plays differently. Like Batgirl is obviously kind of like a brawler type. She's the closest to Batman. You want to fight like Batman, you're probably gonna pick Batgirl. But she plays really well. She has like a little turret. She's like stealth. Tim Drake, Robin was always like a gadget guy, so you have some gadgets. You can pull off some cool stuff with them. Red Hood, I'm getting in there. You want to go get in there? You pick Red Hood. Hey, Red Hood's probably the
Fuck
fucking
yeah.
best guy because of his guns, which are super fucking strong, and he's strong himself. So he can really do everything. You don't even have to touch people with Red Hood. You can technically just shoot them, but of course you'll get bored. So obviously you're gonna get in there. Now, if you want to pull off some combos, you want to do some crazy shit, some agile shit, you pick Dick. You pick fucking Nightwing, because Nightwing is actually really fun. Also, if you want to kind of like traversal around, pick Nightwing, because that Fortnite glider, you can actually control the speed. Well, not the speed, but how up and down, so you never have to get off it. You can just keep going. And the characters are cool, side missions are cool. It was fun fighting Mr. Freeze, fun fighting Penguin, fun fighting Clayface. Well, not fighting, you technically didn't fight Penguin, but you fought Clayface and all that, so it was pretty cool side missions. Now that I sucked it off, let me beat it. Pause. So the frame rates are really bad. I can't stress that enough because it's a new gen game, and that's not a fucking good thing. I paid $70 for this game because I bought it on PlayStation 5. Probably a mistake at the start, but not only that, the fact that a new gen game has 30 frames max and you charge $70, that's criminal. You're robbing people, and whoever buys it, you're dumb, including me. I'm dumb for doing it. But also I was biased because I like Batman, or I like the Bat family in general. The combo system. You start with these combos, you end with these combos, meaning you have the same combos at the start, you have the same combos at the end. It does not get worse, it does not get better. Those are your combos. It never extends. You'll get more moves, meaning like ults, you know, like your powers, but that's it. Your combo system's your combo system. So it's basic, it's like a Naruto fighting game. Circle, 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 direction at the end. Circle, 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 let's go left this time. Circle, 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 let's go up. You guys play Naruto, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. There's not that deep of a combat system, which is pretty ass for the fucking game. Those are really the bigger things. The traversal, the bike, you're actually pretty fucking slow. I know it's not the Batmobile, but the fact that you're kind of slow in a fucking bike and you're barely going faster than the cars on the fucking thing is terrible. It's terrible. It's fucking glitchy.
Hell yeah.
I went out of the belfry. I'm like, all right, come on, Hunter. Yo! What happened? I fell through the map again. Like, the amount of glitches I experienced in that fucking game, and the amount of... And it glitching out to the frame rate, it's near unplayable, like Pokemon. But literally, at least I could play Gotham Knights. So this game, while gameplay can be somewhat good and the story is decent, this game is a fucking 5, 6 out of 10 easy. If you ever want to play this game, wait till that price drops, meaning to like 30, not 40, 30. Don't buy this game, or even then fucking 20, because this game is not fucking worth 70. And I know for you guys, what does this mean for Suicide Squad? Don't worry, Rocksteady's making Suicide Squad. That game's automatically going to be better because Rocksteady's making this. Warner Bros. Montreal made this fucking game. So was it a decent story with decent gameplay? Yes, but overall, the performance and all that, I can't accept that. I don't recommend that fucking game at $70. Wait till the price drops. It's 5 out of 10 now because I keep talking about it. It's making me mad. But yeah, you guys getting it?
No.
None of y'all want the game.
No.
None of y'all want to do the bonus play with me.
No.
You guys are haters.
Unless someone gives me a free copy, it ain't coming out of my wallet. That's for sure.
But okay, so I'm gonna get this out of the way too.
Okay.
So I played some of Sonic Frontiers. When I beat God of War, I'm actually gonna beat Sonic Frontiers. So okay. So I heard it.
Gotta go
with Sonic Frontiers, it's an RPG like. Picture an RPG. Now throw Sonic in there. An RPG game, then throw Sonic in there. That's what the game is. Man, it's pretty fun. You run around as Sonic. There's not many upgrades, which is pretty fucking weird. There's only I think 12 upgrades, if that. There's really not much upgrades in that fucking game, which was weird because there's 5 hub worlds. But other than that, you have the little the missions in the game where you just go fast, beginning to the end, you get to the ring at the end. But other than that, a lot of times you're just running around the world trying to free your friends. Like, so in the first world, it's Amy, and I know the second world is Knuckles, and I think the third world is Tails that you're trying to free. Because you get knocked into this, like, fucking digital world. It's pretty weird. And of course, this is first impressions because I haven't passed it yet. But all in all, so far, this game is doing relatively well, user score-wise. I think it's still at a 7, or an 8, actually. So I'm actually glad this game is doing well because 3D Sonic games and good don't necessarily really go together a lot of the times. A lot, you know, especially Sonic Forces being mid, and a lot of things like Sonic 06, Sonic Unleashed. A lot of these games are like, what was it, Sonic Boom? The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but so it's really good that we actually have I actually said to Hunter that I feel like this is one of the better Sonic games. Like, I could argue it's probably a top 3 Sonic game, which does mean something. There's a reason why Sonic got popular in the fucking first place, which has merit. So that's what I think of Sonic so far, though, because I love it. Of course, I'll give it a review once I finish all of it, but for now, it's good. I know these two haven't played it. Do you guys plan on getting it? No?
Nah.
No?
I never was a big fan of Sonic to begin with. Like, I like Sonic, like, sometimes. I just never sat down and, like, fully played most Sonic games. Like, I never played Sonic. Oh, I never beat Shadow the Hedgehog. Never played it.
Oh.
I played, like, the first level and then stopped.
Did you play Sonic Adventure 2?
Yeah, I beat that one.
You played Shadow?
I played
This
Sonic.
guy has an M16?
Yeah, I played that one. I only did the Sonic path and a little bit of Shadow, but I remember doing the versus mode a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I spent most of my time in the Chow Garden. I was having too much fun there.
Yeah.
I remember I was like, damn, I gotta hatch this quick. And I hit it to the wall, and I was like, oh, that's fucked up. Thinking back at it, that was pretty fucked up. Just chucking them like that.
Do you plan on playing Sonic, Don?
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
at some point, yeah.
On your Switch?
Yeah, more than likely.
Some people said it's
What
actually
if-
been running pretty decently on the Switch. I know someone like Will, he says when he has a hand dock, it could be a little frame ratey. But it's pretty good that it's just doing overall well. So I hope that game keeps. I hope this is a step in the right direction. If you continue to do this, the RPG world in Sonic, recommendation, let us do more in the sense where you might want to either put more missions, or let us be able to upgrade more. Because it feels like there's not much upgrades. I know there's so much you could do with Sonic, but trust me, if one of my upgrades is that I can fucking drop my foot down during a combo, you got a lot of work to do with that. So you gotta work on the upgrades for Sonic, because I know Sonic can do more. And also, you can go Super Sonic on the bosses. I mean, that's cool and all, but I mean, there's so much more you can do. So it's good so far. I hope that gets better. Again, I don't want to go to Microsoft so fucking fast, the Microsoft deal. So I'll go to their other shit. The game releases just to get out of the way for Microsoft. So Persona 3 and 4 finally have a fucking release date. For Xbox, it's on the 19th of January of 2023. So we finally have and I think those are going to Game Pass, if I remember specifically for Persona 3 and 4. I know Royale just came out, I think either like last month or this month. So it's actually pretty exciting for Xbox to finally get this, for finally Persona to be on all consoles, including the Switch. So that's actually really exciting. Do you guys plan on playing it again once it comes out on any of these platforms, or like especially Xbox? Don.
Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. Jesus. Jeez Louise. I was, goddamn. Whew. Repeat that question one more time for me. I'm still a little sick.
Monopoly
I
bad.
just.
Monopoly
bad.
I just think The Walking Dead wasn't as good as it was in the beginning of the Breaking Bad
I think Sonic
sequence.
Forces is actually the best Sonic game, and that's my opinion.
Okay, we're talking about the
No,
wrong
Shadow the
game.
Hedgehog too.
No.
Do you plan on playing Persona 3 and 4 when they do come out in 2023? I think they're coming out on Game Pass as well.
Oh, everything. Yeah, I'll definitely give it a try. It's on Game Pass. It's free. I ain't losing out on nothing. So.
Hey,
So I'm
can I
definitely
ask you a
gonna try.
question?
Sure.
That's the one with the gun, right?
But
Oh, my bad.
Idiot.
someone with the butter Do you plan on like streaming it or anything like that, Alex?
What? Persona 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I was thinking. I'm like, yeah. You
No,
know
no. I'm gonna stream FES. I'm not gonna stream the PSP version. Because Persona 3, the one that's coming out on Xbox, is the PSP version.
You don't like that?
Nah, I want an FES. I wanted the PS2 like expansion, kind of like the Royal expansion. So I want that. But that Persona 4, I know your ass is happy.
Well, yeah.
I know you are. Who's your favorite character? Me.
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 What about you? Fuck you.
Fuck you. It's all about me.
And also Redfall. Redfall was kind of like that Left 4 Dead vampire game, if you guys remember from the Xbox showcase. It had picture Left 4 Dead, but this time it's with vampires. That's actually coming out in March in 2023, which I'm actually really excited for. I think that's going to be a good exclusive for Xbox. Something kind of... I forget when Starfield comes out, but I think that's a game that necessarily anybody can get into. Anybody could get to.
Oh my god.
Because I know it's coming out for, of course, Windows as well, but that is a Xbox exclusive. So I'm actually really excited for Redfall. Would you guys... are you guys thinking about picking up the game once it comes out?
Redfall?
Yeah.
Redfall.
What the hell is Redfall? Is it anime?
No, I just said it. It was the Left 4 Dead, but with vampires.
Oh, that's the game we watched in the Xbox showcase. I remember that. People were bashing that. Oh.
Yeah, some people were bashing it like,
it's Left 4 Dead
flowing out my face.
Yeah. Because like the only thing I remember from that was the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Killer Clowns.
Oh my god. I can't wait to
From
play that.
Outer Space.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll try. It's Game Pass. I'll try anything on Game Pass.
Yeah, sure.
If you haven't, go download Midnight Fight Express on Game Pass. I've been having fun with that shit.
Oh no, yeah, that's really
That
good.
shit is fun. And since we're talking about Game Pass, I'm excited the fact that Gungrave is coming out on Game Pass. I did not
say you guys can take it away.
Dude. So I played Gungrave, a little bit of the Gungrave 1, but I played Gungrave Overdose a lot on my first. I actually didn't emulate that. I bought that on the PS3 in the store. It was $10, and I was like, "Oh, what's this game?" Oh, I remember some motherfucker.
Gungrave is that guy with a coffin on his fucking.
Yeah, he was
yeah,
beating the shit out of people with the coffin.
You showed me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So Gungrave Gore is, I guess, is the third one. Fucking, I haven't seen any gameplay of it. I'm just excited to try it.
And so what is this? What platform is this on? So is it on the Game Pass right now?
It's on Game Pass right now.
All
you can download it.
or?
No, just the third one. The other two you can download to your emulators because they're PS2 games.
Oh, okay.
So you can just do that whenever. Like, you can play that right now if you wanted to. You can download it on this podcast, put it in your background. I don't fucking care. Play the game. Try it out. Gungrave is fun.
No, yeah.
You just go around and just, and then people get close. That's my coffin, motherfucker.
Okay.
Oh, my bad.
So I'm gonna swing into Nintendo before again the Microsoft deals the meat and potatoes of this because it's a lot. Or actually, you know what? Let's get it over with. Overwatch 2.
Overwatch.
Oh, this is a lot. Let me take the pedestal. Let me grab the mic. It's been a while since I grabbed the mic. All right.
Yeah. So
down,
Overwatch 2 came out what? Or you can
about saying last month. All right. So Overwatch 2. You know, the long-awaited sequel, the Overwatch 1 killer. The reason why the game slowly had a decline all those years ago, when they decided, what?
Huh?
Oh, I swear I heard another voice in the background. I thought that was you, Donald, or Hunter. Oh, son, what the fuck did you say?
Heroes never die.
Your ass. We're not talking about that. So. The whole reason I stopped playing Overwatch is when one of the biggest flaws is when they were saying Overwatch 2 is coming out. I'm like, yes. Why am I playing 1 then? We'll wait for 2. Yeah, so a lot of people were just happy for the sequel. Can't wait for it to come out. Play it. Another thing is when they were like, oh, we're no longer updating the game. Like the base game for Overwatch 1, Echo was the last character being added. So imagine, I don't know how many years it was just sitting there with no new characters, but they dropped skins every now and then. But I'm like, I want a new map. I want new characters. Like, let me get back to the content. Backlash after backlash, the game was being confused where it was an expansion, was it a standalone game, how would the multiplayer work? And then they were like, we'll let you know on the price later. Then it all of a sudden becomes free to play. Swear to God, had to be a Microsoft influence because no way to decide it out of the kindness of their heart to make it free. Other than the fact that they might lose millions of dollars because people would be pissed. Why the fuck would I give you another 60 for free to play? Well, before we knew it was a free to play, the second game. The game finally comes out. One of the worst launches I've ever seen in gaming history.
Holy shit.
Absolutely worse. This makes Street Fighter V's launch look like a cakewalk. Like, fucking Friday the 13th had a better launch than whatever the hell was going on in Overwatch. That wait time was immaculate. There was moments where Leon was in line. He was number 4,000. I turned on the game like an hour after him. I logged in before him. I got in there in 10 minutes, played the game, got booted, launched it again, got in quicker. I got in twice as fast than Leon did. Guess what? Cross progression didn't kick in. I have no skins. So I was like, let me just try out the new character. Junker Queen, Sojourn, Kiriko. Basic rundown. Sojourn, fucking great. Amazing DPS. That's the reason why a lot of people are complaining about her nowadays. Like, she has to get nerfed. Nah, let's nerf Junkrat. Fuck you. Kiriko, she's an okay healer. I like people who pick her up are having fun with her. That's great. Junker Queen's okay. It's just, as a tank, she don't hold up the bar compared to other tanks.
Well,
but she is fun.
It's because she was really OP in the beta.
Yeah, so yeah, I've heard she was just OP. Maybe they'll fix her up, but like the way she at now, when people see Junker Queen or Doomfist, they suck their teeth. But let's get down to the other parts of the game now, other than just the new characters. Gameplay, it's all the same. It's Overwatch 1, and everything about it is just the absolute same ass, stuff like that. Well, you know, the usual. It's the same game from what you expect. The new characters are cool. The updated player models look better. I like the animations of some of them, but I think the only biggest complaint I have is the fact that, one, you got rid of 2-point capture. Where's 2-point capture? That's a great mode. Had good maps. Anubis, Volskaya Industries, Hanamura. Where's Hanamura? Where's Blizzard World? You have a whole amusement park world, and you don't even have that in the rotation. So weird. And Push, honestly, Blizzard, you guys are going to make me back out of every game if I have to keep playing Push. Push is such a mundane mode. Push is so boring. I hate Push. Push can really take you forever. That game feels like nothing's going on. Oh, our team just came out of spawn and killed the whole team. Now we push the bot. Oh, their team came out of spawn and killed our team. Now they push the whole bot. Oh, we came out of spawn and killed their team. Now we push the bot. Stalemates after stalemates. And it's rare for you to get that good push where you can actually win. But a lot of times, a lot of those matches end in overtime. It's not like it's going to be a landslide. Having to continuously fight people who are closer to spawn gets kind of annoying. So every time I see Push, I'm just like, I can't. Like, Push is so boring to me, and it's long. It's longer than the one in Lijiang Tower. I forgot what that one's called, where you have to like contest the point and hold it. Lijiang Tower is just like a long mode for me, where you have to sit there. But like Push makes that shit look like Lijiang Tower is a team deathmatch. It's ridiculous. I think I am, but I think overall the experience was fun. I actually did enjoy Overwatch. The characters felt good again. It felt like year one Overwatch gameplay. Now for the bad things. The monetization. Oh my god. What are you guys doing in that studio? The monetization is so scummy. The fact that my currency can't even buy event items is ridiculous. Because I wanted to get the Halloween Orisa. And I know Halloween Orisa is old. I know that shit isn't brand fucking new. Let me just use my legacy coins to buy it. For free. Nope, $20. You got $20 skins? For what? For what? Some of these skins are garbage. And the fact that you're charging people money for that, horrendous. Year one skins should be unlockable. Off rip. Like, off rip, you shouldn't even be selling year one skins like Overwatch 1. That's not even fair. You sold yourselves. Don't worry about how you're going to make the money. You make yourself more consumer friendly and keep it up, I guess.
Drop it more. Don't worry about that, bro.
I think it's more of a fuck you because it's just like, listen. You're dropping legendary skins that are literally mid $20. Or when you forced the Kirikou Halloween bundle to be $26 and you couldn't spend 19. That Kirikou Halloween skin isn't even all that. That Junker Queen Halloween skin was ass. Like this is probably the most disappointing event I've ever seen. I've never seen an event so disappointing that players are actually frustrated with the game because there's nothing to earn. All I'm saying is, if you want to save your game, make it so the gold is more earnable. Make it if someone buys the battle pass, they get enough gold to buy the next battle pass. Because nobody wants to drop $10 over and over. Like, I'm only doing it because, like, I'm not paying $20 for separate skins. I'd rather get a bulk of skins for $10 because I play the game. I am going to keep playing the game. But, holy shit, dude. I'm never buying a skin in the shop. The shops are scams, bro. And I think it's really bad when it goes down to like the new items being added, like souvenirs and weapon charms. Like the weapon charms are cute. They're not worth $7. They're really not. There's no weapon charm that's like, oh my God, I need this. Like I need to swap my credit card for this shit. You guys are not Fortnite. And I don't know what you're doing in the studio. Some of those new skins are coming out are really bad. They're just bad. $15 to $20. You need to get your prices right. You don't want to end up like Multiverses now, do you? You don't want to end up monetizing like that, and then people are looking like, where the players
Like
at?
Adam, dude. Multiverse is coming up.
Hey, shut up. So, biggest complaint for me is the monetization scummy. The gameplay is good, but what are you guys' opinion about the monetization? You want to rant about the store? Go ahead. By all means, take the store.
I just think of monetization. The thing about it is you can't sell old skins for $20. You cannot. I think that's something a very scummy thing, which kind of sucks with this because I feel like Overwatch gameplay is at its height. I don't care what anyone says. There's actually a good amount of people that are saying this is better than Prime Overwatch gameplay, which I absolutely agree with. Now, did I play Overwatch Prime like that? No, but I watched a lot of it. I had a lot of friends that played it. So I feel like I have a general good idea what the fuck I'm talking about. And the fact that a lot of Overwatch players are coming out and saying this gameplay is actually really good, especially because you can't always listen to like pro players or anything like that because they are in the minority. A lot of things that they experience, the minority will not fucking experience. The majority won't. Well, the majority will not experience the minority. And that's my point. And so, which sucks because the gameplay is great, but then you go into the monetization. The thing about the loot boxes, because some people were saying, I never thought I'd say I'd miss loot boxes. You don't miss the loot boxes. You miss the fact that most of these loot boxes guaranteed you the things that you actually fucking wanted. You had more likely of a chance RNG to get the shit you actually wanted. Of course, once you like grabbed mostly everything, you're probably gonna get duplicates or anything like that. Which
over and over, and it gets
monotonous.
Oh my God.
So I get that, but that's after you earn a whole bunch. So you don't have to get to
what people miss is the fact that they did have a chance to earn it for free, which should have been in two. Like there should be something that allows, and then they're trying to justify the whole weekly reward. You guys get 60 gold coins a week. What are you complaining about? The fact that it will take people 10 to like 12 months to get one battle pass from just doing the weeklies. 60 gold a week is not going to make up for 1,000 gold coin requirements for a battle pass. And then it costs way more for a skin. Like say you want that legendary skin, you need 1900. You're only getting 60 a week. It's going to take you a long time to get that a week. It's terrible. And yeah, catch me complaining. Hell yeah. I'm always going to stick it to a company if they don't. People have done the research. What were they saying? It would take you 300 years to earn everything in the base game from Overwatch 1. Yeah. That is fucking ridiculous, dog. That is the dumbest shit I've heard. I don't have to complain like that, but I still, because I own a lot of the skins from Overwatch 1. I played a lot, but I don't think it's fair that someone like you jumping in, missing like majority of the skins have to sit there and swipe 20 per skin. That's going to run your wallet dry. But Blizzard doesn't care about that. They just want the skins. They just want you to spend that money. There's another issue we need to really address. What? That phone number verification shit is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yes, and it kind of sucks that they're saying Call of Duty is trying to do that, but I didn't run into that when I played Call of Duty. But the phone thing is really weird because I know it's an extra protection thing and all of that, and just to make sure they can like IP ban you or something like that.
Yeah, I guess, but then it's
even
like,
then,
oh, it's
you can
harder
make-
for you because you need another phone number.
Right,
But
but you can easily get a fake number, guys. That's not a hard thing to do. I just want you to fucking know that.
and two, there was a problem with people using prepaid phones or like, you know, cheaper phone plans that Blizzard wasn't accepting them as an actual phone. They
Right.
wanted them to pay expensive, like
Right.
more expensive phones. I think
They're
that
saying,
was fucked
they're
up.
saying, "God damn, you broke."
I was like, oh, you're poor, you can't play. That's what a lot of
iPhone
people are saying.
only.
And I'm thinking like, man, that's really fucked up. That's really fucked up.
It is
Yeah,
And then,
if you're not spending over $100 a month on your fucking
So-
phone, get out of here.
another scummy thing that they do is the fact that they don't tell you what skin's going to be free anytime soon
They just
with
do it.
Twitch drops.
Yeah.
Because I know people are mad about Twitch drops. Let me give you guys a little secret. You go to the channel, you link your account, you mute the stream, and you open a tab. You don't even have to worry about it. No,
Or
no,
you
you
go
don't.
do something else. Just make sure the screen's on.
Just screens on. You can have the 1%, and you can walk away from the computer. You do not have to watch these streamers play. Hell, you don't even have to watch me play if I stream it. Just mute me or put it at 1%. I don't care what counts. And they just walk the fuck away. If I say drops enabled on my stream, you go in there and you fucking earn your shit for free. Don't complain that you have to watch someone. You don't have to interact with people.
I play
You
Dead
don't
by
have to
Daylight
watch
for those
people.
3 hours.
I can play a whole different game, mind my business. Bam, I earn loot. Because you're missing out on some expensive ass skins. Because like what? With the 2 drops so far, I got $40 worth of skins. That's 2 fucking skins, dog. That's sad. That's sad. And one of them being the Kiriko skin. Hey, now I don't have to get a skin for Kiriko. Like I said, I got a legendary skin. And then Halloween, they gave out the Werewolf Winston. I don't know if you guys got that one for Halloween night. Yeah, the Werewolf Winston. Here's the fucked up part. When they announced Werewolf Winston was going to be free, they had the audacity to put him in the rotation of the store that week. So there was a guy who bought the Winston skin the day before they announced it was going to be free.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck did you put it in the rotation then?
Just to make sure.
And there's no refunds on the skins. It's not like Fortnite. Once you buy it, you buy it. And I was like,
This
yo,
Fortnite says you don't like it.
I will be tight as fuck if I was that one user. I felt so bad for him reading that because he was like, it's kind of like a fuck you that I just bought this skin yesterday and the next day you announce it's going to be free in the Twitch drop rotation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd be mad too. And there's no refund policy. So Blizzard got to step their shit up. Blizzard needs to stop getting into sexual allegations. Blizzard just needs to stop Blizzarding and just be owned by Microsoft so everything can just get slowly better over time. Because I know a lot of people are still doubting Microsoft, but you got to give them a fucking chance. They'll do better than what it is now. What's going on that's so great now with all the other IPs and everything that's going on in Blizzard Studio? I say they need someone to watch them 24/7. Maybe they'll get their shit right. Maybe they won't fuck you over like they did with Diablo Immortal. That's scummy.
No,
But anyway, Don, how's your day?
McDonald's.
Don, you there?
Right here. Sorry.
He fell into a beanbag. I'm over here. Can I talk? Yeah. How you feel?
Yo, sorry about that. I took some goddamn
Melatonin. It's all right, bro. I can hear it.
I took about 3
some
melatonin.
I took some applesauce for the nighttime shit.
For some what?
And I ain't know that shit's some applesauce plus.
Oh, son, I thought he
daytime
said
and nighttime.
applesauce. I thought he said applesauce. I was like, you're a
I
big
ate
boy
a cup
now.
of applesauce at night, bro.
That shit hitting. It's hitting. That's what I swear to God. I thought he said applesauce.
But yeah, so what's your reaction to all of it? Do you think, because Blizzard also does like the free skins every now and then. They actually did do a decent Halloween event, and at least they continued it.
Yeah,
from
the story
Overwatch.
was good. God damn,
So-
I like the Wrath of the Bride.
It's like I want to hate.
Monetization.
It's like I hate Blizzard, but also I can see that they're really fucking trying. But then also they do some dumb shit. But I can see they're trying as well. So it's kind of hard to be on what fucking fence it is. It's easy to hate them. It's easy not to.
Right.
I'm glad that they're giving out free skins though.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, give me that. As long all you people complaining about the Twitch drops, I'll take the free skin. I'm not giving them more money.
y'all can
I'm
spend
buying
money, but,
I'm buying the battle pass and I'm walking away.
Yeah.
That's it. I'll finish it. Done.
Well,
Because I
I'll
finished
put
my
it like
battle
this.
passes.
my experience with Overwatch 2. ain't nothing special. It's the same fucking game to me, man. All jokes aside, just take out one player.
Yeah. Are we gonna take criticism from a guy who only made it to level 62? He didn't play the game. He played it first month. Like, yeah, he was a Reaper man. Ooh, triangle.
Man,
Me too. But like, ooh, triangle with skill.
You must want a one-way ticket to get the hell, don't you, boy?
No, I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. I'm not scared of you. I am. But
But yeah, that's the base of Overwatch 2. I feel like it can go into a good direction. I feel like it just depends what they want to do.
What a rough month for that game.
I really feel like Microsoft doesn't grab that game, that will make me kind of walk away from it, because I feel like they would have no hope. Because we can swing over, because I have two other Activision things.
Okay.
Because Activision got hit with another sexual assault lawsuit.
Oh my.
Oh goodness.
So hold on, because how many was there was a lot.
There was a whole lot.
Yeah, there was literally a lot. Yeah. Another Activision Blizzard worker filed sexual harassment lawsuit. The suit alleges gender discrimination, battery, and revenge porn. Another Activision Blizzard employee is alleging in a new lawsuit that the company failed to prevent sexual harassment and discrimination in the workplace. The complaint filed last week in Los Angeles. By the way, it says last week in the article. This came out October 13th. So about a little bit over a month. But yeah, filed last week in Los Angeles Superior Court, details alleged repeated sexual advances and harassment from Activision Blizzard manager, who is also named as a defendant in the lawsuit, as well as revenge porn and sexual battery. The Activision Blizzard employee, who is named as Jane Doe, in the court documents, so she's anonymous right now, details her experience with manager Miguel Vega. Throughout the 24-page complaint, she represented by the high-profile lawyer Lisa Bloom, who said Tuesday on Twitter that her firm, the Bloom Firm, is representing 8 women with sexual harassment claims against Activision Blizzard. Bloom held a press conference in December after filing a lawsuit on behalf of a worker named Christine. Bloom said each of these 8 women would file their own individual lawsuits to make sure they're fairly compensated. They want to make sure they get their money. An Activision Blizzard spokesman said in a statement to Polygon that the company takes all employment concerns seriously. They continued. Jane Doe and others reported brought that the outlined harassment to Activision Blizzard Human Resources Department multiple times. Vega was fired in September 2021 after years of alleged sexual harassment and misconduct. Doe said the repeated unwanted sexual advances impacted her job performance and left her humiliated, depressed, and anxious. And of course, I'll link. This is a Polygon article. It's not mine, of course. So I'll put that link down if anyone wants to finish that. But they got hit with another fucking sexual assault lawsuit. So these things are just like Oprah. You get a lawsuit. You get a lawsuit. Everyone's got a lawsuit, because literally they don't fucking stop. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like if Microsoft doesn't fucking take over this, they will literally go into the fucking ground, which they're already doing. This is kind of like, what Don say? Putting the nail in the coffin. You're literally fucking yourself over.
I like to call it a speed run, deed run.
So, Don, what do you think about that? What does that tell you about Blizzard? What's wrong over there?
Shit, that's a lot. There's a lot going on over there.
Dude, seriously.
It's to me at this point, throw in the fucking towel, y'all. Yeah. They save some face for real, cause y'all going down the fucking drain, bro. Never have I ever heard that much going on about one video game company. All of that shit. Years worth of shit. Excuse my language.
EA's
God
like,
damn.
Out of attention right now.
Man, like just throwing the towel. For real. Like, throwing the towel, hand it over to Microsoft, and you guys take care. Just do something with yourselves. Get out of here.
Yeah. What do you think, Alex? Do you think that's
It's fucked.
Yeah.
So many times, and a lot of them, it's like, oh yeah, we're here about our employees' safety. I'm like, you say that, but you ignore all the problems that's been going on throughout these years of you guys running it. So
Yeah.
what the fuck now? Now that it's in the light, you've like, I've learned the errors of my ways and decided to we uphold justice. No longer will we hold inequality. What do you mean no longer?
Right.
You know it. But yeah, they're not heartbroken by the situation. They're just heartbroken because they got caught, and now the lawsuit's big, and now they're making them lose face value because a lot of people are. When you hear Activision Blizzard, you're angry. You think about all the shit that's been going on in these past 2 years. It is skyrocketed downwards how bad it's going. Not only the scummy monetization in most of their games, but the fact that there's like sexual allegations so far up their ass, it's ridiculous.
Right.
What are you doing as a company?
Breaking news. I'm kidding. It's not breaking news. But
that's scary.
Yeah, Activision Chief Compliance, by the way, compliance officer, Frances Townsend. I think it was her name, or she stepped up. One of the compliance officers, they stepped down, by the way, I believe early October. So they stepped down during like all of this, during the fucking deal and all that. They stepped down, so someone else is taking over it. So literally, Activision's literally fucking up behind the background. So Overwatch 2 is the least of their fucking worries. Again, this goes back into saying this is. God, I really hope Phil just walks in there. You're fired. You're fired.
I just want him to lay people off.
Yeah, I literally want him to just walk in there and wipe and fucking literally just fire everybody.
Save that environment for those employees so they can feel fucking safe for once working there.
Yeah.
And save these goddamn IPs.
Yes.
Golly. I shouldn't have to hear about a company being like, oh yeah, this coworker got sexually assaulted over here, and the company kept it under the rug. Like, why are you keeping it under the rug? Oh, because they're good developers. Like, what?
Fuck, I'm allergic to that bullshit.
And again, a lot of people were describing it like a frat party. They didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm still not off the fact that the one coworker said like one of the dudes in her superiors farted in her face. I throw hands. I would throw fucking hands at someone.
Yeah,
doing
like
that
what
shit.
the fuck is that shit? What is
like? Wait, we need years of
fart
experience
in
to
her
work.
goddamn face?
We need years of experience to work in an office, and you act like a toddler when you're up there.
Man, we're making a great game. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, let me just.
That's fucking.
I'm like, why?
It's oh man, I don't.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. That sucks.
Activision, I hope Microsoft buys you. Most of you need to get fired, if not all of you.
Bye to all of you getting fired. Fuck you. You've all done fucked up things to those people in that establishment. Right. You don't deserve to be in the gaming industry. Go play Monopoly or something.
Exactly, and you're gonna get what's coming to you because that's okay. So we'll go away from Microsoft for a bit. That deal will be one of the last things we talked about.
Okay.
I wanted to talk about a little bit because Steam Decks and the docks are now available for everybody to purchase.
Yes.
Donald just got one recently, so I'll let you two talk about what you like about it. What can it do? Yeah, go ahead.
Go
ahead, Don. You start. You own it.
Well, put it like this: money well spent. It's an amazing device. I love damn near just about everything that this device is capable of doing. The games play fucking well, man. Like it's smooth. It's so good.
Have you experienced any frame rate drops, anything like that, in any of the games you've played?
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna run into one of these games. This is gonna happen. But as far as the frame rate drop, no, I really haven't ran into it yet.
So what games have you played on it? Sorry to cut you off. What games have you played on it? Like, or were they relatively bigger games?
The only big game I really played on my Steam Deck was just Elden Ring. Everything else was like pretty small.
And Elden Ring ran good?
Yeah, it ran pretty good. Picture was smooth. Everything. It was good.
Okay. Good. That's good. But yeah, that was just a question I had because I know a lot of people who are saying, "Oh, how is this gonna run?" Well, you heard it even from Don. Apparently, this thing has been running The Witcher 3 at 60 frames.
Let me tell you something, y'all. When I put my hands on that shit, I really wanted to drop more mouse traps in my house so I could take Donald out and keep that Steam Deck. It was awesome. It was awesome. I played Identity V for like 5 minutes on that shit. I had to look at this random tutorial to get Identity V running on the Steam Deck. Once I get Donald out of the tutorial, that's when he can start officially playing with us. without the need of getting a computer or using his phone and burning it out. Identity V runs smooth like butter on that shit. Oh, I loved it. I loved looking at it, everything. I still remember how it looks. I'm really about to buy me a Steam Deck. Not anytime soon. Holy shit. That shit was amazing, dog. Amazing.
Facts.
I'm just saying it's like what people are saying. It's a more powerful Switch because Switch is outdated at this point. But you know, Nintendo's just like, oh, we don't need a Pro. We're good. We're good. But Steam Deck is proof that this handheld shit can be even more powerful.
You can emulate Nintendo Switch.
Right?
No. I don't know
On
what
the
anyone's talking about. We emulation is not mentioned. Nintendo, do not cease and desist. We don't know anything about that. All I know is I've seen maybe Pokemon Emerald run a little bit on the Steam Deck, but no, we have not talked about that.
I'm not saying we've done it.
I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying, like, no, Nintendo. No one talk about that. Go look at the tutorials for educational purposes. How to hack your Switch. I love that shit. When they start the tutorial, they're like, "This is for education."
This is for educational purposes. I'm not saying do it.
Yeah. So this is how you break into a car in Ohio.
I'm just saying in general. You have to recognize that possibility for Nintendo to switch up, because I would not want Nintendo to fall off.
Or like
prospering.
like Mudahar said, he'll buy the game and then get it extracted to his computer and then put it on his Steam Deck so he can play it. So he'll buy the game to get the copy and put it on his Steam Deck so it says it runs way better.
Right, and that's good.
Because he wants a higher frame rate. He doesn't want to stay with the limitations.
Exactly, which is good. Which, reason why I want you to prosper, Nintendo, is because... Is that all you guys had to say about the Steam Deck? Would you recommend that?
I would recommend that to anyone. The pricing... I would suggest go for the tier 2 one, because a lot of people say the tier 1 one where you'll experience a lot of problems with the SSD and the frame rates.
I was actually messing with it. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people said. Tier 1 is like you'll download like 3 games and you'll already be full, and then it's just gonna hard to run.
They're actually saying there is performance issues on that game.
Yeah, so they say go tier 2 and up. Do not go for the cheapest one. Kind of like what everyone says, like you bought it cheap, you got what you deserve. I bought a $30 PS3 third-party controller. I got what I fucking deserve. I'll tell you that much. But go for tier 2, go for tier 3. If you're bougie, go for tier 3. But if you want a standard, I would just want to have the Steam Deck and have fun. Get tier 2. You'll have better, smoother gameplay experiences, less whatever performance issues that they're having, more space to do shit. My biggest complaint is desktop mode. I think desktop mode is very weird because they have like these 2 square pads on Steam Deck, Leon. And you have to put your thumb on it to trigger like the mouse, but it was hard to like click, activate the keyboard because Donald was like, yeah, you have to hold the bottom button.
More for like dock purposes, meaning like that's...
Yeah, I think that's really what it is, but like, it's kind of hard if you don't have the dock and you go desktop mode. And because it's technically an OS, it's Linux, you can't just plug your Steam Deck into another computer and link it. Like, you have to go out of your way to get another program to actually do extractions like that. So the Steam Deck is very complicated. It's a lot harder for me to understand it in the few hours I had it, because it's going to take me weeks to fully understand this shit, like, study it. I'm not on that other shit. You know what I'm talking about. But like, I really do need to study the Steam Deck and see what I can do, because I already got Identity V running on this shit thanks to that one tutorial that explained it perfectly how to do it. I gotta do it. It's gonna shut up, Tekken 7. So the only gripe is that there are games that aren't going to be playable. Fortnite's not playable on it. Dead by Daylight. Those are like the 2 major things I noticed. Plus side is you don't need to worry about food. It's everywhere. You don't really need it. Dead by Daylight is kind of the downside because you need that PC version, and especially there's no cross progression. So the only account I want to play Dead by Daylight on is my PC version. Monopoly bad. Other than that, the games run smooth. Like, I was just downloading random games on that shit, trying it out with Donald. I was like, dude, this shit feels nice. The controller feels... It's big. I have big fucking hands.
Thanks.
I don't need a pro controller to play it, thanks. But like, dude, playing it with just the dock itself felt good because the Switch is small for me. I got big hands. I got that Andre the Giant. I can take his motherfucking face off. So, yeah, shut up. I'm just saying, the Steam Deck was like big enough for me to be like, oh damn, I can actually play like this. But I'm interested in the dock features because like Donald said, it comes with a built-in Bluetooth, so you can just connect whatever Bluetooth device on it, like the PS5 controller, the Xbox controller. So I was confused, like, do I have to keep it plugged in at all times? Kind of like what I have to do with my Xbox on PC, because my PC doesn't have a Bluetooth setting. But the Steam Deck official dock comes with that feature and a bunch of other stuff. And Steam made it so that it will be compatible with other third-party docks if you're not willing to spend that $90. So the Steam Deck is very fucking innovative, very consumer-friendly, and a must if you're trying to just play a game on one platform and never worry about upgrading to anything else again. And by upgrading, I mean, oh shit, the Steam Deck 2, now I gotta get Steam Deck 2 games. Like, no, everything's Steam, you can download it, and Steam is very, very persuasive for trying to push people to get that shit playable. Like, there are over 6,000 games are in the playable section now. So they have a lot of verified Steam games. Check it out. Try it. Look at the comparisons. Look at so many reviews of that game. I loved it. Steam Deck's awesome. That's all I can say. From that little moment in my hands, I was like, I gotta take it down. Just gotta figure out how.
Yeah.
But yeah, different Steam Deck.
So you recommend it, Don? You like what you
Yeah.
able to do?
like what I see, like what I bought. Hell yeah, seriously,
Yeah.
go get it. It's a good investment.
Tier 2,
Granted-
guys. Don't go for tier 1.
Like, granted, there's a lot of shit going on inside of this fucking Steam Deck as far as, like, you know, wanting to download, you know, certain programs and shit. But, you know, other than that, yo, the device runs well. It plays your games well without a problem. Most of them. Anyway, but, you know, it's a good device. I highly recommend. I love it. I'm happy with it. Shit.
That's good. Well, speaking of all of that, so Netflix.
Oh my god.
Oh man, you started giggling.
I know this doesn't have anything
Fit
to
into
do.
gaming, but you're talking
Yeah,
about
I just wanted to get it over with. I like what this article says. After receiving consumer pushback from raising its subscription prices, Netflix rolled out its newest tier, Basic with ads. They just added it this month. As the ad tier subscription is now $6.99, $7 per month, also 55% lower per month than its standard subscription. You guys like that they did this? Do you guys think Netflix is doing good right
No.
No.
No. I mean, this isn't a discussion. I think we've all been hearing about them motherfuckers calling Dead by Daylight to bring back Stranger Things. So that's why I say everyone hold your horses. I think Stranger Things is going to definitely make a comeback into Dead by Daylight. If not this year, next year. I just think they're going to bring Vecna as the killer with some other beloved characters from that last season because it was great.
now? Man's talking about a
Great
mid-tier
season.
show that I don't even know.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Netflix has been on a rocky start, and especially since they've been trying to push out that stopping the password sharing. That's not going to save your company.
Actually, that Evan Peters show is actually doing really good right now.
I actually don't know what that is.
Dahmer.
Oh shit. Yeah. But other than that, it's like, all right, you got like a couple good shows out of that. People unsub. People aren't. You're charging people from sharing the password. No one's going to do it anymore. No one's going to subscribe to it. Like, I get what you're trying to do to, like, password sharing's against. Everyone's going to do it. You can't stop that. That's like trying to stop the internet from, like, uploading, like, full movies and games or bootlegs or anything. Like, you can't stop the internet. Oh, we're going to delete this image so you can never share it again. I guarantee there's 4 million copies. Spread it, like, harder than NFTs, my guy. Can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So, Netflix is kind of desperate. And that, what was it, an ad tier? So you can, like, just... So is it free or, like...
No, it's $7 a month.
Oh, so what the fuck? It's like, no, bro. If it doesn't come with Netflix ad skipper on Google Chrome, I ain't doing that. But still, that's not a good deal. I mean, Hulu ads are fucking atrocious, man. They hate you with that.
Every cutscene.
Yeah, those ads go up for a minute.
Every
like 30
transition in the
seconds.
Naruto scene was automatically an ad.
Yeah, bro.
Like,
I just hate ads in the fucking movies.
Yeah.
Ad block.
So yeah, we're on agreement pretty much, Don.
Yeah,
you
pretty
really
much.
see Don going, or like Netflix going anywhere, really, with this.
I don't
I
think
don't know.
I'm seeing anything Don's going, but yeah.
Oh, wait, what the fuck?
No, don't worry.
That's the word.
Man,
Surprise to it for later.
I know that. Damn, I regret taking that shit. That shit was putting me out. God damn.
Yeah. Fuck Netflix.
Fuck.
Speaking of Dead by Daylight, though, so there is a new killer that is coming out this Tuesday from
Yes.
what Alex told me on the 22nd.
Yes.
So,
Forged in the Fog
Forced in
chapter.
the Fog. So For Honor said, "I want to go to Dead by Daylight," and they added, what is it, the Warden?
Nope, that is just
Oh.
the Knight. That is not a
It's just
For
a
Honor
Knight.
character.
It's not a
It's
For Honor
just
character?
it's an OC. It's an OC.
It's For Honor. So For Honor
It's
came into the
essentially
game.
For Honor.
It's for, but yeah, so a knight. We're having a new knight killer that he can do. So what are his powers? What can he do?
So basically, his power is that during his campaign and his journey in his lifetime, he had 3 loyal soldiers that followed him throughout every battle that he went through. So his power is that you will phase invisible like the spirit, but you're not moving. What you're doing is you're setting a line where you want your AI to patrol. So you're kind of like telling Jonathan, like if you're Nemesis, you're telling Jonathan and Samantha where to go. That's what I named the zombies, guys, in case you're confused.
Yeah.
So, it's weird because every spirit, all 3 of them have different abilities. Like the big guy has the ability to break pallets.
Okay.
The assassin thief has the ability to pursue targets. And I think the warden has the ability to patrol longer than all the others. Now, the weird part about it is I don't know what the fuck was going on when I first played it. I went in there blinded. I didn't know what was going on. In fact, it's kind of like if you played Peach and Smash, you know how our forward smashes changes from a tennis racket, golf club, frying pan?
Nope.
Kind of like that, where if you use the ability, you change the character, and then you change the character. Now, another thing I noticed is that if you do set an AI to patrol and they're chasing a survivor, if you hit the survivor your spirits are chasing, the ghost will disappear. Like your man will not finish the kill because you didn't let them get the hit first. I thought that was weird. I'm like, it's a lot more work already trying to get them to target them, you know? Like I can't see them when you're phasing, setting them up for patrol. I can hear them. It was really hard trying to get them. Because when I finally got someone to lock in, all they do is kind of chase them and outrun the spirits. But it was at a certain point where I actually got someone. The ghost was chasing them, and I hit him, and the ghost disappeared. I'm like, fuck. So you literally have to set the ghost, track the enemy, and then after the ghost makes contact, that's when you go in for the killing blow. Like, you're the killing blow. Don't
That sounds
initiate.
complicated.
It was weird, especially when you're playing in a PTB with a nothing but Survivor friends. It was a lot harder to play with Red Brains. On a Survivor friends PTP looping, and I only had 1 perk, so I put myself in a very bad disadvantage. Also, he's not a vertical striker. He's not a side striker. He's a vertical one, so you can probably dodge him a little bit easier now, Leon.
Yeah.
Because he does do vertical swings. So
Yeah,
I was
side
missing a
swiping.
lot of my. Yeah, side swiping killers, they get away with a lot of shit. This one's vertical. So you'll probably have a little bit, it'll remind you of Trapper type shit. Like, it was hard. I swung and I missed really hard and I cried. I was like, I don't do that. But overall, the Knight seemed interesting. I want to see what he's like when I level him up to 50, get perks, go
I
back.
also do like the map that he comes with as well.
The map is so good. I mean, I'm not just saying that because we finally got a new fucking map that isn't going to disappear anytime soon, but like, I'm just happy there is a new map because I'm tired of Dead by Daylight pushing these chapters with no map. Like, I'm still down for a Trickster concert map.
Yeah.
Give me something new to go to, because what you guys did to the RPD is ass. The artist map is really bright. And what map did we hate that we kept getting a lot? I forgot. We were getting that map. And the I can't stand the RPD. You guys ruined the RPD.
Yeah,
this is what happens when you listen to people. Because now all survivors and killers are complaining. You notice that killers aren't complaining. The maps are smaller. It's
the
easy
killers
to put
love
pressure.
this. Like, fuck yeah, I'm actually got a 4K.
Yeah, man, the map is.
Which one is the fucking east?
I've seen people DCing because they get the RPD. Another main issue with DBD, again, the rage quitting. It is getting out of hand how bad the rage quitting is getting in the ranks. When the rank reset and I was playing, people were leaving left and right.
Well,
and
you
know
found me
me
first, so fuck this game.
Yeah. So my complaint to devs is if someone rage quits, make it count as a kill. It's not fair for people who are trying to get the 4K achievements.
Yeah.
That if someone DC'd, they can't get it. I think that's really fucking stupid that you still didn't change that after all these years. Like, that's not fair for the killer. The killer is trying to get his achievements. You're stopping them. Like, I get mad when I die, but I'm not going to leave the game and ruin the chance of this killer getting its adept Myers, or its adept Billy, or its adept Bubba. Like, I'm not like that. I'll take the L. And if I get disconnected once by accident, don't penalize me like you did Leon.
You know what, behavior? Actually, that reminds me. You, not me. My internet didn't go down or anything like that. I checked my phone. I checked everything else when that happened. My internet did not go out. At one point, the game kicked me out, and it fucking counted it as rage quitting. So I had to sit there like a loser who fucking rage quits and sit there for 5 minutes. Like I actually did it, which I fucking didn't. You know what's so fucking funny too? It did it when I got hooked too. So it's like, oh, you're a rage quitter! So it made me look like one too to a whole bunch of fucking people. I'm like, oh my fucking god. So you gotta fix that shit too, behavior. You gotta make sure you know what a rage quit is. And I know that's harder with you guys because you guys are little and you don't know how to fucking do anything, but you have to do something with that because you have to recognize what is a rage quit and what is simply just a disconnect that something happened with your servers, by the way, not mine, not my fucking internet. No, it was with you. You did something wrong, so don't fucking blame me for it. It was you guys. But yeah. Other than that, that's all I really have to say about Dead by Daylight. That chapter comes out
Also,
on
if you guys go to my DMs and complain about me camping or tunneling, it's your fault.
Oh yeah, if you come up to me, I don't care.
If you message me, if you go out of your way to message me on Twitch, on YouTube, just to throw in some hate, I don't care, bro. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna laugh.
Extra look and view. That's all you do.
Yeah, thanks, man. I guess, but again, most of the times I'm not camping. You guys are not playing the way I want you to play. Like if I leave the hook and you didn't save them and you wait till the last minute and I go over there and finish the job because no one pulled that person off the hook, that's your fault. You should have been pulled that person off the hook. So to all the people messaging me, all the DVD players, because I'm trying to finish my battle pass strong, look at yourself.
Right. If you guys teabag me the whole game and I grab one of you and I face camp you, it's your fault.
Yeah,
you're obviously trying to fuck with me.
You're the agitator, yeah.
Yeah, you're obviously trying to fuck with me, so okay.
So to all the entitled survivors and entitled killers out there, go fuck yourself.
Oh, no, yeah. And if I teabag you at the end of the gate, after a good chase, don't fucking call me a piece of shit toxic person. I'm just a little teabag. That's it.
Don't, and again,
after you striked me down and nodded, but that's
like, I get it, you teabag, all right, I'll probably fuck you up. I'm not gonna message you, I'm just gonna do that. If I can't get you up, it's like, oh well. But like, don't get too hurt over a teabag, please, guys.
Right.
Like, I get teabag gets me motivated. Like, oh, you're teabagging? I gotta go out of my way.
I'll sit up a little bit.
I don't want you to do what that one guy did when he was trying to face camp and me and Leon teabagged and he messaged us saying, no, that was a bad game. You guys are rude, toxic. I'm like, hey, my guy, no.
And if that happens, you guys gotta go out more.
Yeah, you gotta relax. You gotta turn the game off and turn around. I'm not gonna take shit from a Nia teabagging me, and then when they get away, I'm like, damn. I guess I have to live with myself that they got away. I don't care, bro.
Next game.
I don't care.
Let's go.
Next game. All I care about, what's the next game like? So yeah, my thing is to you guys, don't take the game too seriously. It's kind of sad.
Yeah. What about you, Don? Are you excited to play as, are you gonna get the killer?
No, I want to finish about getting the killer. Nah, fuck it, on my king. I'm gonna get it. It's a fucking night. I don't care what game he's from. All I can think of is Dark Souls. I got some fucking minions by my side hunting down people. I want some ass.
I don't gotta do the work.
It's a lot harder.
What was it? Speaking of horror games, so Texas Chainsaw Massacre got a bit more gameplay last month. I forgot when, but I know me and Alex, I think it was Mel and Becca too, that watched more of the gameplay, which is pretty cool. Like, I feel like everyone moves slower in the sense because the objective is to escape the fucking house, but apparently the house is fucking huge. So it doesn't look like, your traditional, like, old. It doesn't look like Friday the 13th, where you can just call the cops, or no, you can grab a car and all that. It looks like you actually have to do many fucking things to escape. And also it's going to be what, 4 versus 3? Excuse me.
Yes.
4 versus 3, so you can
4v3.
be Leatherface and you can be the other people in the family, which they all have their own thing that they can do. Like one guy can actually like not only like set traps around and shit like that, but one guy can actually go crawl through holes and everything like an actual survivor and sneak up on them. And of course Leatherface can just go through everything. He's fucking Leatherface.
Right.
But no, I actually liked what I saw from it. I'm actually very excited for the game. These are the same people that did make Friday the 13th. I know a lot of people like to clown on it, but I really believe if that lawsuit didn't happen, I really feel like that company would have done something more with that game. Because I actually really loved Friday the 13th. There was a point where I did play Friday the 13th more than Dead by Daylight. And I'm not saying Dead by Daylight, I was just going to toss to the side. But that's how much fun I had with Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah, bro. I played the first 2 weeks of Dead by Daylight, got mad because of all the camping, and I didn't know how to play. I went straight to Friday and had way more fun.
Exactly.
And then Friday started to dwindle down, and I was like, Dead by Daylight's not looking that bad.
Yeah, especially with the proxy chat. No, that was cool. Like it was really fun.
Yeah,
So I'm
it was
really
hilarious.
excited for this game. Do you plan on grabbing this game? We're releasing
Isn't it coming out on Game Pass?
Texas Chainsaw?
Yeah, I thought it was announced for Game Pass for like a while. My bad. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. See if it's on Game Pass. Texas Chainsaw joins Game Pass. Yeah.
23.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Game
gonna go
Pass.
to Game Pass. So just
I guess we don't have to worry about it. We
Yeah.
can just try it out,
Play
see
it.
it ourselves. Fuck it. We don't gotta buy it. It's gonna come out on Game Pass.
Yeah, it's saying
2023.
it's coming out in 2023. It doesn't say like any month or anything like that from what we were seeing.
Another reason why y'all should jump on Microsoft, bro. Game Pass gives you day one releases. That's another thing we forgot. Sony doesn't drop day one releases. That was another big issue with the games.
Yeah. I mean,
You couldn't buy premium and play Ragnarok right now. You could not do that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But Xbox is like, when a brand new game, load it.
But no, yeah. So I'm super excited for that game. I'm super excited for that game. We're still going with the horror genre, I guess.
Yeah.
So it just came out, Resident Evil, third person, and the DLC. They had their own little showcase, which showed nothing. It showed the same things we already knew.
Yeah.
And it's already out, so you can grab it. Third person mode. Third person mode. It also has the DLC Shadow of Rose. Something like that.
Shadow of Rose, yeah. I haven't
Shadow.
touched the DLC for Shadow of Rose. I wanted to beat third person on PC first before I go and play Shadow of the Rose. So I'm trying to rush through playing the whole
and there's
beginning
more
part again.
there's more mercenary characters, and also RE Verse, which
Let me tell you, that was bad. That was one of the worst multiplayers. Resistance was way more fun than that, because at least Resistance you can invite your friends and play with your friends. That was a game where like, oh, I need someone to play with in order to have fun, which is sad because it shouldn't be like that for a game. I should be able to just play the game and have fun. But that's what Resistance was. Make our own fun. RE-Verse has an invite section, but you can't even invite them to public matches because it's all fucking free-for-all. The way the trailer set it up, it looked like it was supposed to be a 4v4 type game. I'm like, all right, so it's like, all right, 2v2, we can do a free-for-all. It's all free-for-all. It's all free-for-all. Horrible game, horrible engine.
you literally get to
horrible
pick your
cosmetics.
character who you want to be. So like, say Jill, Chris Resident Evil 7. I don't know why you'd want to pick that Chris. Or you could pick.
I don't know why he
Resident
costs
Evil
money.
8. You could pick Leon or anything like that too. So you can pick any character, but you can also pick your type of tyrant. So you can pick Jack. You could pick Nemesis. You could pick one of the.
No,
enemies
you
from
don't. I
Resident
don't think
Evil
you
3
can
for some
pick them. I don't think you pick them. You have to like get.
Oh,
you have
sorry,
to get
yeah.
a certain amount of. You have to get a certain amount of kills to
Yeah.
level up to get a stronger monster.
True. Okay. Yeah.
Which
True.
was dumb because
So,
every time we died, we only got the first molded.
Yeah. True.
You
So.
don't get to pick them.
All right. So you do get to pick your survivor, if I remember correctly.
You pick your survivor.
Yeah. Okay.
But you
So,
couldn't pick your killer. You
the
have to do
premise
well.
is you get a whole bunch of kills. Once you get enough kills, you can fucking all of a sudden turn into one of the fucking tyrants, and that's what happens. And that's it. And it's picture Resident Evil 2, but you're like somewhat faster, but it's still like really janky and not smooth. It's really, really bad.
It was
RE-verse
by far
is
one of the
fucking
shittiest Resident Evil games I've ever put my hands on.
And again,
I didn't
this
even
goes back into what the fuck I said before. Capcom, you do so many things right, but you do so many things wrong. And this is a great example. No one asked for this. And the fact that you keep trying to shove a multiplayer down someone's mouth like the fattest dick, I do not understand why. No one asked for Resistance, it flopped. No one's asking for RE first, it flopped at launch. Literally, no one's asking for these fucking multiplayers, yet you continue to do it. Hey, Capcom, if you ever listen to me, and you should, if you ever do, you should make more Mercenaries. In fact, you should make Mercenaries 4 players again. You should give it 4 players again and expand on it. Or how about this? You should do a raid mode with 4 players and expand it a bit. No, Revelations
co-op.
2.
Just co-op.
You could do co-op too. I'm just saying 4 players because you've done raid mode co-op. You can expand on it and make it 4 players, or you could just play with 2 people and expand on it to maybe you can go to different sections of a certain map and do missions there. That way, and it could be from all the Resident Evils, from like Revelations to 2 to 1 to 3, and you can have it all like that, so it does include with 4 players. And you could expand on that, because Revelations 2, it was a story, but the other 50% of the game was raid mode, and it was really fucking good. And that was successful. But instead of doing that, you say, hey, let's just go to multiplayer. Let's go to RE-verse. Let's go to Resistance. Let's do this bullshit, shit on it, and then go somewhere else.
My guy, all I'm saying is, why are you guys so fixated on multiplayers? You're not gonna be up there. You're not even remotely up there with Resident Evil multiplayer versus. Like, no one says, oh, I can't wait to play some Resident Evil shooters with you guys and like gun you guys down in the battlefield. No one says that. Resident Evil is known for survival horror.
You're not good at multiplayer. I took my headset off for a second. You're not good at fucking multiplayers. You're not. I don't know why you keep trying. You're not good at it. And it's okay. You don't have to be good. Well, multiplayer is like a fucking Street Fighter. You don't have to do these multiplayers. You can't compete. You're not good at it. Do co-op. That's what you're good at.
Yeah, so
Hate you.
Well, what I was trying to say is that Resident Evil RE-verse was disappointing as fuck. The fact that you guys have the balls to put a battle pass in that game really just shows me how fucking stupid you are to really think that people are going to flush money into this game. And to the people who did, I feel bad for you. You know what the player base is right now, 29 minutes ago?
What?
89 players.
I mean, it's more than 50.
With a peak of 2,000 players when it first dropped. And in 24 hours, the peak was 137. That was the maximum players on Steam. That is pathetic for a multiplayer versus. That game is dead on arrival. You made a game dead on arrival. All you had to do is make this game, hey, team up with 4 friends and fight off waves of monsters. We'll update the story so you can experience more campaigns and more levels and more old maps and experience everything again. Unlock skins from various Resident Evil games and just go. Raid mode, survival, onslaught. Try to see if you can make the timer, pass enemies to you. Those would have kept your game going. And it didn't have to be a live service. It could have just been a thing. You update, call it a day. But no. You wanted to take a we want money route, and your game fucking sucks. So I don't know why you keep giving these companies a chance to make a multiplayer game. They do shit. You look like shit. And that's why you keep throwing these games in for free for all these actual games that people want. It sucks. It was horrible. I deleted that game. 3rd match in. I got killed because you guys' spawn system is worse than Call of Duty old spawns, man. I literally spawned and died. I spawned and died. Hunk got behind me and stabbed me in a crit. And here's another problem. There was no invincibility frames once you get down. I'll fall to the ground, get sprayed on, turn into a zombie.
Oh yeah, that's usually what people do. Yeah.
That was so tilted. That was not
People
fun.
would literally walk up to you and knock you back with someone, especially like Chris, and they would melt you on the floor and immediately kill you.
Boring, 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 boring. Do better, Capcom. You're doing so good with all these other games. Do not make another multiplayer. I'm begging you. Do not waste your time.
Yeah, Don, I'm gonna play the DLC. Don.
Don? I think he fell asleep.
He's actually sleeping. Okay.
All right.
Alright, we'll take it over for now then.
All right, cool.
Night. So now it's just me and Al.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
okay, so speed run. Let's talk about Fortnite real quick. So
Okay.
so Fortnite Mirrors already happened. Just a summary of that. It was bad. It's probably one of the worst Halloween events for Fortnite. They didn't really do much. They didn't really do much of anything. Grim Gables was another thing. Was like a haunted house, and they had like
It was cool.
Yes.
They had like 2 haunted places. They had Grim Gables, and they had this area on the left side of the map, kind of like where Ash's cabin is, and Willow's house. But again, they weren't even the main spectacular events. They didn't really promote those.
Right.
They
did like some
the
DJ
reality
Wolf
tree.
bullshit.
Oh,
reality tree, and that was
that
stupid.
wolf's bane was dumb. It wasn't scary. It was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But then you realize it's Wolverine.
For like 2 rounds, and then you're like, whatever.
I don't want to rock this anymore.
Yeah,
And it's like, that's not
even
scary.
that strong.
Midas's Revenge will hold up. It was perfect. Down to
Midas's was
absolute
amazing, especially since you heard moans and shit like that. So
yeah,
really,
and it was
like
foggy, and then you heard it was actually a Halloween event. Fortnite Mirrors 2022 step up for 2023. That was horrible. That was the worst Halloween event.
Especially because all the rumors we were hearing, like Freddy was gonna come, or
Resident Evil,
Nemesis,
Nemesis, Raccoon City, all the hype just to be disappointed by some mundane shit. At least we got Ash Williams.
I'll say that,
but that's the only thing that came out good in that whole event. Garbage. Shame on you, Epic. Of the worst Halloween event. I look forward to your Halloween event. So far, the only one that did a good Halloween event was Dead by Daylight, and they only did good because they gave you free Halloween
they're a horror
shit.
game. They kind of have to do good at that. That's their bread and butter.
Yeah.
But
the Blight shit wasn't that bad. The Halloween this year wasn't that bad. Like Halloween Overwatch, once you do the Wrath of the Bride, it was done.
Overwatch technically did a better event than you.
Yeah, I mean,
technically.
Did a story, yeah.
Yeah. So.
No, seriously.
I mean, that was bad. Now, was it Fortnite Fractured?
Yeah, so they're about to have the closer soon in a few days. So
yeah.
Y'all be ready for that closing season. And we're getting out of chapter 3.
Right. Exactly. We're going to chapter 3. We will not be in chapter 2 anymore. We will be in chapter 3.
Chapter 4.
Or chapter 4, excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
we'll be in chapter 4. I'm like, wait, I feel like
Yeah, it's 4.
So, chapter 4 will be here, season 1. What do you want for chapter 4?
I don't know. If I had to throw a guess, I would want more. Of course, I want more anime skins. Like, you gotta give me more anime skins, OC or not. I think you should go over the bar. Give me some I like those ones where it's like Kit or Morty, where it's like a skin activating a robot atomic body, but it's really just one little thing. Like, give me like some Pinky in the Brain shit or some fucking shit. Or you know what? Let me get more of them like animated series shits dude, go crazy. Give me the animated Justice League skin. Give me actual animated Superman and Batman.
The Justice League animated series?
Unlimited type design. That would be fucking sick. I remember using animated Batman of, Arkham City. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want some actual get some art styles like that. Go crazy with it. Samurai Jack, dog. Gotta get back. It's on Adult Swim now, and he has a gun. Throw Samurai Jack in.
One of the other things I kind of recommend, I kind of want a horror season. And what I mean by that is a really spooky type of season to where maybe you make some POIs.
The spookiest season we played was the Cube thing. That was
right. That's what I mean. I want a real scary thing. I want some POIs in there. Maybe you have the mansion from Resident Evil as another POI. That I mean not even just the event. I mean a whole season, which I know is kind of oh, what's the point of Halloween? Well, it showed in Halloween that they weren't really dedicated to it. So why not just dedicate a whole season? Because that's something you haven't done. I would suggest
do a realistic event, a real zombie event, Walking Dead Battle Pass, where the zombie POIs are on the map, but they're real. That way you can use those assets if you want to put it in a special mode and save the world. You can use those zombie assets, or when you do Halloween creative matches, you don't have to use the cube zombies anymore. I'm tired of seeing cube zombies.
Yeah, you can actually use the husks, and also you can use
real zombies.
Yeah, the fucking monsters in there too with the big ass fist or the fucking the floating.
I have to say, this season's impression, I liked it. I like Meow Skulls. I liked Spider Gwen. Mm-hmm. I like the Linux Rose. Yeah. I I like Bite. I like this customized pickaxe. I think Bite was kind of the worst customized shit so far. Like,
yeah.
step up, Epic. What happened to the build the skins? Just give me a skin that we can customize.
Yeah, like
parts.
the toy one
Like,
last season
the
was
toy
way
was
better.
awesome, but this one Bite's pickaxes, and I told you guys it wasn't going to be that many. It wasn't going to be that good, and it was literally like 7 of them. That's
like
ass.
I didn't even finish it because what was the point of it? It was kind of whatever.
Different pickaxes.
I'm barely gonna use that
I
pickaxe
am
anyway.
tired of built-in pickaxes with the same animation.
Lazy.
Going left and right, left and right. At least with Ash, they actually made it better. Vixen who saved the world though, but at least they did it better.
And I know in season 1 you're not gonna do it.
Twin was garbage. If you rock Twin, you're Twin, the VR guy, the male when he turns into the British girl.
How you know I'm British?
Twin,
yeah, the VR girl guy.
Twin's good. Twin's ass. Another thing is, what's up with Epic when you get to like the gold variants? They don't change all the other items that the person owns. Like, what happened to that? Remember when we would get like the golden skin for like the Rick and Morty season with Rick Sanchez? But then, so like, say you get it for the robot that the alien's controlling, the pickaxe will turn gold. The alien gets a new golden suit variation. Why is it just like now you level up for the bonus battle pass for the skin, you only get the skin variant? So I'm like, my buddy doesn't even match my Linux Rose shit. That sucks. Like, what happened to all that? You that lazy you can't copy and paste the materials on this shit?
You have to be better, and also you cannot lean on Marvel all the time in your battle pass because what do I
let's
say?
talk about it. Spider-Man, Doctor Strange.
Right, Doctor Strange, Spider-Gwen.
Go DC, go home, Homelander.
Go DC or go home. But not only that, you can't always lean on Marvel. I know Marvel is part of the comics, guys, and I know a lot of people will get mad at that. Like, oh, why are they part of the comics? It's actually an interesting lore story that involves Marvel, and that's fine. But you can't always lean on them because, again, too much of anything will get mad. Having Marvel was cool, but if you shove it down everyone's throat, they're not gonna like it anymore.
Dude,
they're not gonna
this
want
is
it
like
anymore.
the 3rd season in a row we got the Marvel shit.
Right, like
season.
even me, big fan of Marvel, big fan of the comics. It's like, all right, man.
We got the Hulkbuster suit too.
Right, you're already going to add Miles Morales in like March next year because that's when the movie comes out, or somewhere around that time. So you don't need any more Marvel for now. You have to go with different. If you want to do something else, do a Boys. Do Homelander. Do Omni-Man. Do Negan.
Yeah.
Right. Negan. There's so many other beloved characters right now that you can go after. Dude, if I saw Homelander, I'm instantly fucking.
Dude, if I see Kazuya Mishima, I'm fucking running.
That's what I mean. If you want to do a crossover, you have to grab other people.
Yeah.
I know season 1 you're not gonna do a horse because it's gonna be December time, so, and that's fine.
I'm just tired of these vibing like seasons, these relaxing seasons. I need war. I need rampage.
We need war.
The IO, the Imagined Order 7 war seasons were great, man. Those battles were fun.
Right. You need to keep on that and just not.
I don't want to chill anymore. No one's chilling in these battles. No more tilted towers. No more any of this old shit. I want new. Listen, old stuff is cool, guys. I know old Fortnite is dear to someone's heart. Ain't the prime. It was ass. This is now. And I want new shit. I want no POIs. I want new everything. I want a whole new map. Blow up that map. Give me another one. I'm sorry to cut you off, but someone posted this on Twitter about the Pokemon. And bruh, they were like, you guys gotta stop getting lazy. I'm like, it's okay if you're running out of ideas, but this can't be real, bruh. This cannot be real. It's literally just a flamingo.
Speaking of Pokemon, let's speak about it real quick. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet came out recently, and man, is it getting... I don't want to say review bombed because review bombing is intentionally doing it just to fuck with it. No,
it is getting railed on the internet.
And it deserves. So let's talk about it. So let's talk about gameplay. Other than the fact that it kind of did try to do like Arceus, a bit more open world with a way bigger map. I'll give it that. There's a way bigger map. The problem with that was there's a lot of frame rate issues, a lot of frame rate drops, and a lot of people are complaining about crashes because my roommate Hunter, I thought it was just with him. It crashed his Switch about 16 times, somewhere around there. And not only that, he had to buy another Switch because it started crashing in general. And his new Switch isn't crashing or anything like that. He said there's still frame rate drops, of course. But I read online that that's a thing too. It's crashing people's systems, and also there's incredible amount of frame rate drops. The lack of animations while you're eating, while you're fighting. This game is a very poor Pokemon
Unpolished game.
It's an unpolished game. And before anyone says anything, because Game Freak came out after all of it, and they try to blame the Switch, and they said the Nintendo Switch is very limited. But kind of like
is that what
Alex,
they said?
Yes, they said Game Freak came out and actually said this.
Yeah. Oh shit. Because I'm reading the article. Pokemon Scarlet tech problems are on Game Freak, not the Switch. Yeah. They're like dude. It's got a 2.5 on Google, bro.
Yeah. User on the user settings, on user like metrics, they're saying they gave it a 2.7. I think out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
But so basically in Game Freak, I'm pretty sure Game Freak were the ones to say it, so correct me if I'm wrong, anybody. But basically, and a lot of people are saying, yeah, so basically, what is it? Yeah, Game Freak lied, isn't entirely about Pokemon Sword and Shield. Yeah, so pretty much each Pokemon mainline series gets lazier and lazier, but people continue to buy it because, again, it's Pokemon, right? Kind of like a 2K or Call of Duty thing. You can't always do this. Games like this will continue to process. Listen, Pokemon will sell no matter what, right? Because of the merch and the anime. No,
Yeah.
the cards, that's fine. But if it's not succeeding in one, it's either gonna. It's not. If it's not succeeding in one section, it's either gonna leave that section or it's gonna be forced to improve it. Because they're gonna see a drop. We have, as consumers, we have to fucking tell them, hey, this is bullshit. And because, kind of like what Alex said, there's no way it's just the Nintendo Switch, because we know it's limited. But you're gonna try to tell me Breath of the Wild ran like that? No, it didn't. I experienced like 0 frame drops.
Smooth like butter.
Smooth. And Xenoblade Chronicles, which I think is a bigger fucking game than that.
Yeah.
Which again,
That's
a lot of
good.
people said that was a good game. So, and even if there was frame drops, nothing compared to this.
Yeah, it was pretty bad in Pokemon. But like,
I
even
know
Fire Emblem
Arceus
engaged,
is
that trailer looked
right.
sick.
I know Arceus is smaller, right? But there was no frame drops for me. There's really not. And if there was, it's very small percentage compared to what the fuck I'm looking at on Violet and Scarlet, or Scarlet and Violet. And not only that, the lack of animations is so lazy. And
Like
it's and like the eating animation you showed me. Like,
yeah, no, I thought that was a troll video. I thought it was a fan-made video.
Right.
I was greatly mistaken.
And a lot of people T-posing in the shit, or when one of the bosses
I remember there's one scene in the classroom when all the like models are loading. It'll drop the frames for those kids for like 2 FPS. They're moving at like N64
That's
time.
what I mean, guys. I'm not trying to say Pokemon's bad. It's not. I'm talking about the mainline
The game is very unpolished.
The game is very unpolished.
It's rushed. It's rushed. No, I'm just saying it's rushed.
It's rushed and it's bullshit. And we shouldn't accept. Oh, it's Pokemon. Gotta play it. No, you don't. Guys, trust me. The mainline series doesn't. Kind of what Alex was telling me. It doesn't change much from the actual side games. In the mainline series. What are you? You gotta be the best trainer. You gotta catch 'em all. It literally doesn't change much in it. And it doesn't change much in gameplay. And in fact, if anything, they remove a lot of things. You cannot accept that and say, oh, well, it's Pokemon. No! That's not. Because if that's the mindset, then all shitty things can grow. And what's the point of that when they can just make the same game over and over and take your fucking money? I'm not saying Pokemon will not make money, but they shouldn't make money in one section if they're fucking being lazy. And it looks like a lot of people now are pointing the finger at Game Freak, like, hey, you have to do better. Good. Fucking tell them that they're doing bad. They have a 2.7 for a reason. I don't care if well, actually, they have an 80 on critics. Those are critics. Listen, IGN is always gonna say it's great, but actually, even them are saying, hey, it's kind of bad. So, but then I think IGN did come out and say they don't like Pokemon in general, which is okay, fine. But most people are saying this, and it's bad. You need to do better. Pokemon, you need to do better. Game Freak, you need to do better. And Nintendo, you need to fucking look at them and be like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Hey, you're one of our biggest fucking faces in this shit, and you're doing this shit? We're trying to sell. You see what Sony's doing right now? With God of War? You see what Xbox is doing with their Game Pass? What are we doing? Pokemon. It's ass. Fire Emblem. It's not coming out yet.
Yeah.
So.
It's crazy.
So Game Freak, be better. Let's talk about a good game.
All right.
Fire Emblem Engage.
Ooh,
That came out with a
can't
trailer,
wait.
right?
Yeah, it came out with a expansion trailer, and it's been getting a lot of backlash from certain people saying like, "Oh, it's just a generic anime story with cliche voice acting." I'm like, what do you want me to say?
I mean, and you know what's weird? These are the same people that will buy a Pokemon game.
Yeah.
But
Or they're calling this a Genshin Impact. I'm like, listen,
I
man.
hate. Listen, guys. Fire Emblem was before Genshin Impact. Just want you guys to fucking.
I think your favorite thing in the world is having the satisfaction when people compare something to new gen to an old gen.
I
Like,
fucking
oh.
love that, man. You know I love it because that just proves that a lot of people don't know what they're talking about, and it proves that you didn't play much growing up. Like when a lot of
Yeah.
people try to say, "Oh, well, Final Fantasy is more like the first ever." I'm like, well,
Oh
no,
my
it was
God.
Dragon Quest came out
No.
first, even if it was
Nah,
the same
hold
years.
on,
But I mean,
hold on. I'm trying to think of something really dumb.
mhm.
Oh, you're playing Tekken? Sifu's like that, so they're just copying Sifu. You're doing martial arts. Okay, see what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So with Fire Emblem Engage, I'm excited with it. You showed the girl OC, the girl version of him.
Yeah, I forgot that they actually leaked that skin a long time ago. I forgot about that. But
They did, which they both look good. I can't wait. I like them more for their hair, of course.
Two-Face John.
Two-Face John. It looks good. I like the story. Apparently, what he knew Marth, or Marth knew him.
Yeah, Marth knew him in his past life. He again, like people are complaining.
What, the
Oh, let me guess.
antagonist?
Yeah, he was a cliche. It's a cliche. You're an amnesiac who's going on a journey to recover your memory. I'm like, all right. So what does it matter though?
Right.
Does it matter? We're just trying to chill, bro. Let's just play the game. I'm here for a new Fire Emblem.
I'm here for
like Three Houses has set its mark. It's placed its mark. It's a great Fire Emblem. People like it. Some people hate it. I think Fire Emblem Three Houses is really a good example of a good Fire Emblem game.
I think that proves that literally Fire Emblem can come out, and Fire
But,
Emblem
like,
Three Houses is probably one of the best ones.
They had Fire Emblem Three Houses. They had the Fourth House DLC, and they have Three Hopes, which is a spinoff of the original Three Houses timeline going off at its own thing.
Exactly.
But they're done. They're not milking it anymore. No more Three Houses, no more Claude, no more Dimitri, no more Edelgard. You can miss them all you want. Let's go to the next generation.
Yeah, exactly.
But hey guys, Byleth's coming back. She'll be back. Byleth, Ike, Roy, Sigrid, all the old main characters coming back. And who knows, maybe the side characters might join in too.
Shit, leave Marth alone, man.
Nah, people are like, let Marth rest. Nah, let Marth ride. That boy's been dead for 2,000 years. Let him get some more screen time.
But yeah, it's cool that they're all coming back though. So
yeah, Robin, it's gonna be dope.
And I know a lot of people were basically saying, oh, of course they have to lean on
it's a Persona game.
Yes. Or not only that, they're just like, oh, they're leaning on all the other main characters. Listen, guys.
Why wouldn't you?
You have to understand something. Three Houses is regarded as one of the best Fire Emblems, if not the best one. Do you really think they need to lean on the fucking main characters right now? Obviously not, because Three Houses was fucking amazing. Review-wise, sale-wise, it did great for Nintendo.
And this is the thing I don't understand. Why are you complaining? We're getting another expansion to the Fire Emblem series. Like, don't worry about it. If you don't like this one, you won't like it. That's fine. You don't
Fire
like
Emblem community is so fucking weird.
Dude, they're so controversial. They get mad over anything, bro. Anything.
It just looks like an anime type of. I'm like, but you like it, you play it. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a fucking anime.
But again, I don't listen to Fire Emblem fans. I play the game. I just play the game and have fun. So yeah, that was good. Can't wait. January 23rd. Can't wait to pick that copy up.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talked about Fortnite crossovers. We talked about.
Actually, yeah, we wanted to talk about the crossovers being weird. What is going on with the crossovers being weird? Like, you guys, there are random games that don't like really have that big publicity anymore, and they are just picking up the craziest IPs to collab with. Walking Dead and Rogue Company, and they're using the comic variations,
which is such it's such a Rogue Company is using the Walking Dead crossover, which it looks good. It's using the comic variations of Rick, Negan, and Michonne, but this is where I didn't like about it. One, it wasn't in the battle pass, which is fine, because that could promote your battle pass easily, but of course you
Oh
didn't do
yeah,
it
dude.
that way. Instead, this is what they did. There's there's like 7 bundles in total. So one bundle is, you have a chance to get the fucking like the accessories and all that, like the gun, the bat, whatever, right? And then the first 3 are the comic versions, right, with color and all that. The other 3 are the ones where
Wait,
they're just
not
grayed
even
out.
style
Yes,
options?
you can look at
You
it.
buy them separately?
You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but the
Oh
last
my
time
God.
last week when I fucking played it, literally, it was separate. The fucking colored comic and the grayed out comic was not together. And all of them are about $20 each. That is a fucking rip. And the fact that Hi-Res said this was a good idea is fucking dumb. Because that game is not... That game's going down. It's not gaining players. It's losing a lot of players. And already has
People
a small
are forgetting
community.
Rogue Company exists.
Exactly. I forget.
Bad.
The only reason why I got reminded was because of the Walking
The
Dead
Walking
thing.
Dead.
I saw it on Instagram. I'm like, oh shit.
I did not download it. I was not swayed by your crossovers.
And I
Now,
don't even
another
see people playing as the skins a lot. I've probably seen like maybe 3 of them. I've saw
Because
one
they're not
Michonne,
in
one
the
Negan, and
battle
one Rick.
pass. No one wants to drop 15 on a game that's probably going to shut down in a week.
Yeah.
No one knows. Nobody knows.
Not only
the game's
that-
not doing good.
What was it? What you showed me? The fucking the near replicant main character is in Siege. That doesn't even look right. It looks
No, that
weird.
skin looks so weird in that collaboration.
Like, and also, what they do, Resident Evil 4 Leon? He looks kind of weird too. He didn't look
they
good.
did?
Yeah, didn't they do Leon? I swear they did something Resident Evil Rise. Like, watch, hold on. Siege, Resident Evil. Yeah, Rainbow Six adds new Resident Evil skin. Yeah. Yeah. What was it? Yeah, dude, that's weird. I'll show everyone a link where players can transform into Leon. Yep, this is an actual thing, man. Yeah, so they do. Yeah, they did like fucking a whole bunch of fucking ones. That makes no sense. I sent it in the Discord. They literally did a whole bunch of crossovers that were good. Siege did too. That were just really fucking weird. And then what was the other one? Smite did RuneScape.
Shit looked awesome, but I will not play Smite anymore.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like these
Hi-Res, it's Hi-Res. It's mostly Hi-Res doing these collaborations with, like, Paladins and Ruby have been like together for a minute.
Right, and not only that, Hi-Res, leave Rambo alone. If you make another game, leave him alone. Stop using him in all your games. They use him in Paladins and they use him in Rogue. And
They use him in
weird about
Paladin,
this.
Rogue, and he's in Smite. I'm pretty sure he's in Smite as well.
That's what I mean. Leave that man alone.
Come on, bro.
But yeah, this and fucking Resident Evil Leon's on Lion on that Rogue. But my point is basically they've used a lot of crossovers that don't make fucking sense, and it's weird. It's super weird. A couple of other things. Let's talk about this real quick. What was it? Skull and Bones. It got delayed again.
I have no idea what Skull and Bones is.
It was a Ubisoft game. Yeah, publisher and developer Ubisoft recently announced this was on October 1st. Skull and Bones would be delayed March 2023, less than 2 months before the game intended November 8th release. Honestly, it's been Skull and Bones was that pirate game. It was kind of like the other one.
Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, it was kind of like Sea of Thieves. So that got delayed again. Some people were disappointed because some people actually like Sea of Thieves. But I mean, that didn't really do much for me, of course. But I mean, I figured I might as well fucking put that in because I know a lot of people are like, oh, bro, I can't wait to play that shit. And there's a lot of people like, okay, who gives a fuck? It's what was it? It's Ubisoft. I mean. And I know, speaking of, they also did what was it? There was a open beta for Project U.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like what was it? Anyone else got an email for Project U beta? Don't even know what that is. Didn't sign up. A lot of people don't even know what Project U is. Apparently there was a lot of play tests. I think I signed up for it at one point. Just
They said 24 Night? Nah, his name doesn't start with a letter.
Yeah.
Ban. He's a bot. No one picks
Woo!
two.
They almost gave me a virus. It's because I clicked
What
on
happened?
Project U. Oh no, I
Oh,
clicked on the
shit.
thing and a whole bunch of pop-ups started happening. I clicked out real quick and fucking left. But
I
yeah,
love
so
when we,
Project
like, you
U
click
was
on a
kind of like
website
it
and
was
they,
a co-op game. It was a co-op game for Ubisoft.
No, I was like, I love when you click on a website and they just download something for you. I'm like, excuse me,
Right.
what are you
It
downloading?
says hardcore XXX. I'm like, whoa.
I'm going to jail.
But yeah, so I don't know if that already happened, guys, but apparently Project U is like a co-op type of game Ubisoft is trying to work on. Will it work out? Probably not. But I mean, it's Ubisoft. The fuck you expect?
Yeah, I'm not very
Um,
shocked about it. I don't.
So as we talked about before, Square Enix
Okay.
sold all their Western IPs, right?
Yes.
NFTs. A lot of people picked up a lot of their IPs. Someone picked up Tomb Raider, someone picked up DSX, and someone picked up Legacy of Kain. And rumors are that the, other people are working on DSX, but rumors are, or I think there was an announcement, they're already working on Legacy of Kain. And that was one of my favorite series growing up as a kid. And also, I remember, I think me and you were playing Dead by Daylight at the time. I did the survey because there was a thing that was
Yes, you
asking
did tell me
fans.
about the survey.
There was
What do you
some,
want in this game? Battle Royale?
yeah. Do you
I'm
want
a
this
vet.
game as a battle royale? Whole bunch of vampires? Blood hunt. But they were already taking surveys from players. Like, what do you want to see? Do you want to see a remaster? Do you want to see a remake? Do you want to see continuing the series? I wanted them to continue the series. If you want to do like a remake or even a remaster, dude, even if you gave me a remaster, that's fine. As long as I could play them, because dude, Legacy of Kain, like especially like Kain's version, like the very first one, I think it's like PS1, and the other ones are on PS2. So it'd be cool if you put that here. But I told them, you know, gameplay, of course, expand on it, kind of make it like a Devil May Cry. Why not? Because that's usually kind of how it played like, especially in not like a Devil May. It was basically a hack and slash, so that's why. But it was a bit more like kind of combo heavy. You had to make sure it was kind of punishing too.
Mm-hmm.
But so I said just expand on that. You can continue the series. I would actually really love for you to continue the series, because especially the thing that you kill at the end isn't necessarily dead. It's just trapped for now. So no, you can roll with that, see where it can go. I'm excited for that. So whenever that comes out, I recommend you look into it.
Yeah.
Because
take a gander.
Yeah, because I liked it anyway.
I'm just curious about that exponential, you know, that little Dino Crisis, Capcom, Space Lost Planet shit, whatever the fuck's going on in that game.
No, yeah, no, I really am excited for that.
Yeah, I forgot that Rainbow Six Siege did that, and Rick and Morty Pickle Rick. Oh god.
Right. But
weird crossovers.
Something that I know you'll be excited for. I'm excited for. Like a Dragon Ishini finally got a release date.
Finally, bro.
On February 21st, 2023.
This was a game I thought about importing when I was in high school, but I was like, I really want to know what the fuck's going on in the story. Like, I really wanted to know what everything's in Japanese. It's hard to understand. I will get fighting games and beat 'em ups, but I will not get story-based RPGs like in unless it's like action-based, like Lost Planet spinoff, X Troopers. I was gonna order that. I didn't care, but no, I was not doing that with Ishin. And the fact that they're remaking it and changing some of the models into actual actors from previous games.
Yeah, I like that.
And new ones, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, if you're excited, if you like the Yakuza series, if you liked, that, Like a Dragon coming out next year, February 21st, give it a try. It looks good.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play it.
To all you fighting game fans, Arc System just announced soon for the next DLC character for the Season 2 pass.
Mm-hmm.
So make your predictions. You know, Team Slayer out here. JK, I don't know if he's going to make it. That's pretty cool.
But speaking of fighting games,
oh god,
Alex brought this up to me, and I have the same opinion, but I think it's weird that some people have this opinion. So Sifu got nominated Best Fighting Game, right? Is one of the nominees for
yes
Fighting Game. And I felt like our opinion is kind of in the minority somewhat, that beat 'em up games aren't fucking fighting games. But for some reason, a lot of people like to include that. Because Sifu and Tekken are so fucking similar, right? You hit people. By that fucking logic, Devil May Cry is a fucking fighting game. You could speak more on it, because I think it's fucking stupid.
What I like to say is, like, you know, because beat 'em ups were before fighting games, you know, like that's what started fighting games. Like, you know, a lot of the games started off as like beat 'em ups and shit. Because it was like, all right, like shit, Street Fighter 1, that was low key a beat 'em up. You put it in, you fought some AIs, you could do some shit. Like Final Fight, well, that is a beat 'em up. But like, you know, they took those characters and put them in a fighting game. They work well. Cody, Guy, Haggard. People don't even know they're from a fucking beat 'em up. But like, they're two different things. I would love for them to make like a Street Fighter beat 'em up. I've seen a lot of fan games do it. I think that's really cool. That shit is fun. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's not, the thing is that makes a fighting game is that you can sit down and fight another living opponent with each other. So I'm going to read off the nominees again once I find it. I was just scrolling through.
Because, like, for example, are you going to tell me right now, Tekken 6, the regular fighting game, but the fucking story of it is the fucking same thing? The little beat 'em up section?
Beat 'em up, yeah. That's
exactly. Or the Tekken 3 thing, the little fucking battle shit we have to go through.
Best fighting game nominees. I found it. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
DNF Duel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure All-Star Battle R, The King of Fighters, 15, Multiversus Sifu. Sifu does not belong here. And if Sifu wins, none of you guys know what the fuck you're voting for. Because Sifu is an action brawler. Like, it's a beat 'em up. It is not a living person. I think the main thing that makes a fighting game is that you're fighting another person.
Right.
Not an AI. Not just, oh yeah. Like, shit. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Eyes of Heaven, there is no local co-op. So you can't locally fight someone next to you. But you can fight online.
Right.
So, like, there's no, like, way around it. This game has no versus mode. It defeats the fundamentals.
By your guys' logic, Batman, the Arkham series, that's a fucking fighting game. Which it's
best fighting game.
And there's a reason why, and a lot, those are things I'm
Gotham Knights is a cooperative beat 'em up game, if that's the case. Well, fighting game.
Exactly.
It's a cooperative fighting game.
But and it's not. A lot of people actually do want, especially when a fighting game happens, they want like a beat 'em up section in it. By your guys' logic,
I love
TMNT's a fucking great fucking fighting.
That's what Maximilian Dude said. He literally said, if we're going to bring Sifu in it, TMNT must be a fighting game then, because it's the same thing. It's a brawler. It's a beat 'em up.
Right.
You're gonna tell me that first guy you fight, as soon as you launch Sifu, the guy you fight when you hop the gate, considers that a fighting game because you are making hand-to-hand contact. You are fighting, but that's not a fighting game. Right. You are fighting. There's a difference between just fighting and that. Because like you were making a joke before. Oh, shit. You have a gun in this one game. I guess it's the best shooting game ever made.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, Hotline Miami, best fucking better than Call of Duty.
Arkham City, best fucking gun game, bro, because Red Hood. In the DLC. Arkham Knight. But fucking literally, you guys need to become more aware. This is definitely a new generation thing. This is definitely not an old generation thing. I think it's very silly. I think you guys need to know your games. That's like calling a fucking top-down shooter a fucking third-person shooter.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that's like me grabbing a gun in Midnight Fight Express and being up there with Battlefield in the nominees. Like, oh, you shot in that one level. It's a shooting game.
Yeah.
Oh, you rode a boat in Resident Evil 5. It's the best racing game. Like, what the fuck is where do we draw the line? I think that's like the funniest thing that caused a lot of controversies. And again, the award shows don't matter. I just think you got the genre wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I think some games can have other games like implemented. For example, you can have implements of a fighting game into a beat 'em up game, but that doesn't mean it's a fighting game.
Yes.
You can have some puzzles into this Uncharted game, but it's not all of a sudden a strategy puzzle game.
Exactly. If you're not fighting another person, another living being, or it doesn't have any health bars for you and your enemies, go lock or lock 1v1. It's not a fighting game, dog. That's a fucking brawler. That's a beat 'em up.
Yeah.
If I cannot fight if I cannot give a person next to me a controller and throw hands, or go online and throw hands with you, it's not a fighting game.
Song is great. What's it from?
This is an early prototype of a fighting game, but Sifu's an action brawler. So yeah, that's it for that.
Yeah.
And Game Awards just shows how dumb they are again.
Yeah. No,
and you know, we're not even there for the Game Awards. We're there for the premieres. You know,
I'm there for what they're announcing.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck about the awards. I just thought that would be a funny thing to talk about because I'm like, golly, you guys, really just throw anything anywhere, huh?
Yeah. So let's finally get into the Microsoft thing before I get into the Activision deal, which is the last thing. Microsoft intends to launch a next-gen Xbox mobile store to compete with Google and Apple, which I actually think is pretty cool. It seems like Microsoft just wants to, dude, let's win in every area. Let's take over. Let's do our own thing. We don't need anybody else. Because I know for a long time Microsoft was looked at as and it is a juggernaut in the sense of other things, sure. And especially because I know a long time ago, there was something called like Microsoft versus the United States, because Microsoft did some scummy things back then, which I'm not saying isn't true. They obviously have done scummy things. But just to crucify them and say, you know, they can't be successful in anything is kind of fucking silly. It's kind of stupid. I actually like that they're doing this.
My bad. There was one more crossover. I just remembered now.
Yeah.
Identity V and Fatal Frame. That is crazy. Yeah, they just announced it.
But
the pro tags, but they're getting the Ghost as the killer.
Right, I loved it, but like that's a fucking crazy.
That threw me off. That threw me off. I was like, whoa, Fatal Frame. Yeah, the skins look good though.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, look out for an Xbox mobile store, because that means probably more of your fucking games are probably gonna go to the phone too.
Yeah.
Which you already can. Now, the final thing I wanted to talk about was more updates from this Microsoft deal. I don't have all of the details because this so much happened in the month. Not only just gaming news wise, but the fucking Activision deal. It was constantly moving to the point where Sony didn't do the showcase. Because Sony didn't do the showcase because it didn't want to look strong. That way it gave Microsoft an excuse to push for that deal. Microsoft did come back at Sony and said it kind of looks like if they really wanted to compete, they would improve their Game Pass, but instead of doing that, they rather just accuse us. And also reports came out saying Microsoft actually offered the Game Pass to Sony.
Oh man. You know how fucking game changing that would have been? We wouldn't even have to leave to Xbox.
Literally, Microsoft was saying, hey, because they want Call of Duty to be on everything. So they said, hey, you know, you guys can still keep it. We'll have some profit since it is our IP, which is fair. That's a fair fucking trade. You have some profit on it, that's fine. Because we gotta stop acting like Microsoft is just these selfish guys. Guys, look at Minecraft. They bought Minecraft. They could have easily said, fuck you guys.
Yeah, bro. People forget that Microsoft owns them. And look at that. Minecraft is still thriving like it was never even bought out. Exactly. They did something. They saved... I wouldn't say they saved Minecraft. They made it better.
But they made it so much better. They made it crossplay. All you need is a Microsoft account. You got a Microsoft account? We can all play together.
They are taking our data.
They are taking our data. Microsoft
Sony players are like, we cannot allow them because if someone does bad in Xbox's world, we can't report them because we're Sony. That's not fair. Remember that? They were trying to make that a big deal, like how we can report players.
Thing.
Yeah, how we can.
You can still report people's usernames.
Yeah, I think you're forgetting. Yeah, they're trying to make it feel like we were idiots, bro. I swear.
And that's what I mean. And so basically, a lot of people came out, and actually Microsoft said, we don't want to take away Call of Duty. We were going to have it. We offered the Game Pass, and not only that, Microsoft came out and they admitted, guys, we lost the console war. They literally came out and they said, yeah, it's going to take us years to catch up to what Sony is doing, which technically they are not wrong. And I know they have to technically exaggerate it a bit, like, yeah, we kind of suck. But guys, I think you have to realize they did not win that Xbox One. That wasn't a war. There was no war. There was no console war during those fucking 6 fucking years for the PS5 years for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Xbox One was a fucking DVD player. Microsoft had zero chance fighting Sony. Yeah. Sony literally cleared, and it was not close. And they're admitting it. They're saying, we fucked up. We are not close, and it's going to take us years to come back. Because, guys, you have to understand this. Just because they sign these companies doesn't mean it's going to pan out. Fallout 76 is doing better now, but, you know, there's that saying, you know, too late. I forgot the actual saying, but fucking, you know, a bit too late, something like that. So it's too late.
Yeah.
And we don't know if Starfield's gonna be good. Bethesda can fucking, you know, kick the bucket, you know, fuck up. We don't know if that's gonna be a good signing. This is actually Bethesda's first game exclusively to Microsoft, because I know they had Tokyo Wire. So this is their first exclusive. We don't know if it's gonna be good. So it's all a gamble. You realize Activision, Microsoft is gambling with all of these companies that are failing. They are not successful no longer. They are failing. And so they are hoping they can pan out. The only thing that's hopeful is the fact that Microsoft has a lot of money. They do have a lot of money. They could technically buy Sony if they wanted to. Or not even if they want to. If Sony said, hey, you want us? Microsoft could say, alright. And they could buy them easily.
They got the bread, bro. They got the PC. They got the Xbox. Like, come on, bro.
And they're just simply doing it now. And now, Sony complained so fucking much. Something happened with Call of Duty. Yeah, in January, Microsoft announced plans to purchase Activision Blizzard. While the announcement left some wondering what the deal meant for the future of their favorite players, we now know for sure that Call of Duty won't be leaving PlayStation consoles anytime soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was it? It was on the 31st October, yeah. Call of Duty will be on PlayStation as long as there is a PlayStation. Phil Spencer keeps finding a new and creative ways to express Call of Duty is going to keep being sold on the PlayStation, not become an Xbox exclusive. The progression of Spencer's comments, him saying Microsoft would honor all current contracts between Sony and Activision, then saying that he specifically signed a deal with Sony that Call of Duty would remain on PlayStation for several years past the original date. Now today on the Sam Bryan Show, Spencer is removing any kind of talk limit entirely, saying as long as there's a PlayStation out there to ship to, our intent is that we continue to ship. It's because they were forced. Oh, it's iJustine. That's pretty cool. But pretty much it's because the EU and Sony pressed them so fucking hard. They're like, okay, because it was a plan. Microsoft was saying, yeah, after that contract expires, we're gonna grab Call of Duty. It's ours, and rightfully so. It's their shit. And a lot of people saying Call of Duty makes all this money. It doesn't. Does it make money? Yes. But do they also lose a lot of money? Yes, because they make the same game over and over. That doesn't mean they're popular anymore. Make me. So I hate this idea. It makes money. Not anymore to where it's profitable. Because that's what I was telling Hunter earlier. He's like, they're going to sell no matter what. For now. Remember, guys, they don't look at the fucking first few months. They look at the total. They look at the year. Because they have to not even break even. They want to earn more. So they're looking at those yearly fucking sales, and they realize it's not selling anymore. We have to remember this. And so it's not panning out anymore. So many things happened with this Activision deal. So now Sony cried, moaned, and bitched. Call of Duty's not going anywhere. So you guys that were worried, are they gonna take it away? They're not gonna take it away now. But do I think it's gonna be something better now? Yeah. I think with Microsoft's help, I think they can make a better game now. But I still thought it would have been better if Microsoft took it away, because that would push Sony with more of their IPs. SOCOM, Resistance, Killzone. That would have pushed Sony to do more of their shit, but...
No.
Yeah, make me. But yeah, Microsoft is still working out that deal. The EU is still looking at it. To anyone that says Microsoft's anti-competitive, if this doesn't prove it... And I know they were kind of forced into doing this, but you guys can go fuck yourself and saying if they're anti-competitive. Because they're literally giving. They're literally still doing what they fucking have to do to make other people fucking happy, even though Sony literally canceled a showcase just to we don't want us to look strong, so Microsoft doesn't look strong. Sony's plan right now is we don't have much games coming out, so let's look weak, that way Microsoft stays weak. That's literally Sony's plan right now. It's not to get better, it's to stay weak, that way Microsoft stays weak. You know how much of a bitch move that is?
Come on, bro. We gotta look feeble and hungry so
that's
that
what
they
I mean.
can starve, and then all gamers can starve because we won't do anything about it.
That's such a
I think it's more fucked up.
Yeah.
I think it's fucked up that there's a company trying to make something of a difference to these games that nobody cares about anymore. But they was like, oh, it's fine the way it is because it makes us money.
Yeah, no, it's dumb, it's stupid.
Go work on your own IPs, bruh. Just go work on it.
But yeah, but yeah, that's all we got. That was 2 months worth.
Yeah. Last thing is just, hey, keep a lookout, guys. You got one more week or two before Callisto Protocols drops, December 2nd.
Hey man, this year went by fast.
I know. It
You know,
did.
there's actually a theory that time has been actually speeding up.
This theory sucks.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true. Either way,
Good old rain.
thing's still cool. But yeah, gaming has been on the up and up. I'm glad more is coming. Look out for Black Friday sales or deals, because more are already happening.
Some games, bro.
You don't have to go out anymore. Online's key. Don't go into the horde of The Walking Dead, fucking zombies, or World War Z type of bullshit. Go online. There's a lot, and also they tell you when there's a sale. I think right now, like on Amazon, like on the November 23rd, Sonic Frontier is gonna be like 30 fucking bucks on PS5. Can you believe that? Like,
No, I think that was fucked. It was like 30. I was like, damn. That
Yeah, on
just
PS5,
dropped.
and then people are like, "What the fuck? I bought the." Well, you gotta understand, Black Friday, man. That's why sometimes patient is key. And hey, so yeah, that's my closing statement. Be better, Sony, Microsoft. Keep doing your thing.
Got my eye on y'all.
Nintendo, yeah.
Make these games consumer friendly, y'all.
And Nintendo, I got my fucking eye on you guys. You need to fucking be better as well. And fucking Game Freak, make your game better. Do better.
Yeah.
And the consumers, please, you have the power. Please don't think just because there's a $1 billion or $1 million company making these games that they have all the power. Remember, you give them money.
I'm the money.
You are technically their boss.
I am the
your
boss.
money is their approval.
Make me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Any closing statements, Don?
Steam Deck's mine.
But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see you in the next episode, guys.
Yeah, peace. We'll be more frequent next time.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Can't do 2 months. Peace.
What up?